Welcome back to Numbers on the Board.
Numbers on the board, yes!
It's a very special day.
It is a very special day.
Why is that, Darrick? Why is it a very special day?
It's the real one's birthday, man. One of the realest we ever met. One of the best in the game.
Oh,
Mr. Know-It-All.
hey,
The biggest Knicks fan in the world.
hey,
Mr. Pee Wee the Plug.
Hey.
Mr. Pee Wee the Gamer.
What an entrance.
Like,
Right?
Pee Wee the
The only
Gamer. I
reason
love
it's
that
not
shout-out.
glazing is because it's your birthday.
Thank you.
If he did that intro any other day of the year, that's glazing. But because it's the birthday,
You know
It
why
is
it's
what
also
it
not
is.
glazing? Because I didn't hear one lie. I ain't hear one lie.
he do go by Mr. Know-It-All.
I used to.
Oh, you took it out?
I used to.
I haven't noticed.
So you know the reason I took it out is because it was attached to my email,
Oh.
and when I had to start, like first and foremost, when I would order something, sometimes you go on. So like sometimes in our area,
Yeah.
Uber Eats. We have some restaurants that ain't on Uber Eats,
Oh, yeah. Like
so I have to
DoorDash.
go through like their website and use my email. So one time I went somewhere, and I was like, I'll pick up for Pierre. I go, we don't have a Pierre. It was under Mr. Know-It-All. And that's awkward. Yeah, that was a little embarrassing. 'cause I'm like, that's
you
supposed
definitely gotten like packages before that say KOT4Q?
100%.
I got-
That's how I know if I ordered it or it's a brand sent it to me.
Oh, yeah. I got packages before that say Mike Ball on it.
Oh, for real?
You feel me? Imagine you get a burger, and you like, yeah, pick up for Mike. And like, nah, there's no Mike. Let me see what's back
You
here.
got a love Mike here.
Yeah, so Mike Ball. You like, oh shit, yeah, that is me. So yeah,
At
the
least
Mr.
you know it's
Know-It-All,
yours.
like, you know.
Yeah. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel as we're on our road back to 100K. I was just looking at our analytics. We did that one video where we TikTok. It's a short TikTok exclusive. We tried to be on the same page and ain't the same person.
Yeah.
1 out of 10. People loved it. So it's cool to like be
I'm
throwing
mad
things at the
that one of our
dartboard.
videos ain't dropped yet. The guessing the 2K covers.
Oh, no, it did
It
drop.
dropped.
I think it's only on TikTok.
I think it's a
though.
TikTok.
Oh,
one.
okay, I got
Yeah,
it.
I
it
think
has
it's
dropped.
wrong for
Because I know they finna be like, damn, they some game
No,
heads.
they said that the top comment was like, we already know P knew who was on 2K17.
I also saw some people upset because we didn't go to like the Legends edition. We only did like
Oh,
the
yeah.
general release
okay.
ones.
I didn't even see the short yet. Did it come out when he was like, D-Mills is like, when did the first 2K drop?
I think they clipped
They
that out.
should've kept
I
it
think
for
You know what they
clipped
kept
that
in that I was
Oh,
seeing
yeah, I
you get
did.
people get on your ass about? I want y'all to guess the top scorers of all time, first overall picks.
Oh, yeah, and I said
he said,
Kobe.
Kobe? The comment
was
said, look,
drafted
there go
13.
D-Mills again, rushing out.
I don't even remember you saying Kobe.
I did.
Oh my god.
They was in the comments like, got more work to do.
I just be forgetting when guys were drafted sometimes.
Yeah.
But I should definitely remember that he's not number one.
I'm so happy for today. Besides the fact that it's my birthday, obviously that's cool. I'm one of the few people that like getting older. I don't know how y'all feel. Maybe is that like a
I see it as a blessing for
Yeah.
sure.
It's
I like-
interesting.
I like getting
It's
older.
an interesting feeling.
You get a little bit wiser.
But I didn't know if that was like if men cared. I know sometimes women care.
Yeah.
Not all women, but I've heard women be like, "Oh my gosh, I'm getting 28." Ah.
Bro, the joker in my family is like my grandma, every time her birthday would come around, she'd be like, "Oh, I just turned 16.
Oh,
or I just
okay,
turned
yeah.
18 because,
I heard that before.
you know what I'm saying?
But
So
I
my-
just love that it's March. I love March. Baseball is coming back. I'm fiending. I know y'all is too. MLB The Show is around the corner.
D-Mills might even be on MLB The Show.
Might as well.
Did you get WWE?
I didn't know that there was a pre-release. So I didn't hop on that. So I got
He not on the new age. Every game got that
You
pre-release.
can
Get it
still
early.
get a pre-release.
Oh, I still can? I thought it was
You just
I
gotta
think it
buy
still
it.
works.
The,
You just have to
the
buy it.
You just gotta
pre-release,
buy it.
the pre-release is not getting it early. It's paying that extra money. That's what they mean nowadays.
Isn't
No,
that kind of
yeah.
crazy that that's how companies work? Like they expect you to pre-order a game without you know. Like we haven't seen a single thing about the next 2K, but you can like pre-order it very soon.
yeah.
We don't even know if it's gonna be good.
The
What,
reason I
like,
didn't get the WWE one too, yesterday we was in chat talking about it on stream, and I was like, the bonus stuff that it come with it, I was like, this shit don't entice me to want to buy it.
Nah, the enticing is to get it early.
Yeah.
The
like
2K
MLB The
stuff, I
Show.
don't even get the
I can't
extra
wait
stuff.
14 more days to the 19th. I'm going to get it for the 15th. They're going to give me some extra BS. I
Yeah.
probably can't use the stubs, things like that. But I'm really getting it to play it early because I'm
Yeah.
fiending.
you dropping 1,000 first day of MLB The Show, so you can get Shohei.
Nah, I can't
Oh,
do that.
okay.
I read that they're going to be a little slower, unlike past year. Remember that 2K? They start off with like Amethyst, a high rank card. I don't think that they said they coming out with like 99s on MLB The Show.
Oh,
out
that's
the gate.
MLB The Show. At least you could find cards that our budget that it can actually work. You
That's
know what
the
I'm
best
saying?
feeling.
Like I don't know. I feel like with baseball, it's not the same as like 2K or whatever. It's like it can really because one person can't really carry your team unless he
For
just
sure.
hitting 4 home runs.
And it's
you know?
about style and fit. Somebody, you may get a guy who was a new card and got the stats, but you may really just like Aaron Judge.
I was going to say a 99,
you really just know that swing.
A 99 Aaron Judge and a 99 Tracy McGrady or whoever is just totally different on the mode because it's like Tracy McGrady might get you 60 and win them that game.
The bad thing about it though is that I can never put together a roster of my favorite players like of all time because they all play the same. They're like these smaller, very fast people, and you just can't have a lineup like that.
Put the small ball lineup.
Yeah, they're not gonna work.
The old Kansas City, right? But and then it's March Madness. March Madness is coming up.
We got to make a bracket.
We got to do a bracket
pool.
episode.
Yeah.
We might as well.
Winner gets $1,000.
You got to get 99% right though, at least.
99% right.
I remember watching a YouTube video about like how impossible it really is to do like a perfect bracket, and that's why all of these companies have like create the perfect bracket, win $10 million. Like
And
it's
a car.
Exactly. It's so many different companies that do that
If
because
you
they
get
know
it
nobody
right,
ever will.
You get not only $1 million, you get a Lamborghini. We're paying your rent for the year. We're gonna.
And they put you on the email list. That's the whole goal. Get you on the email list. Now we just got 20 million emails, and we know we ain't got to pay not a single penny.
And you know what's funny? All it's gonna take is that one time somebody do it, and they never gonna do it again.
No, I think they still will. Just because they know it's probably not going to happen for
It's like 40 years for one person to be
40
successful.
years,
We'll be
That's
all right.
true.
Just like the lotto.
But the thing is, it'll
always
never
goes
happen.
into $1 billion.
It just never will happen.
Yeah.
If the odds are 1 in 1 trillion, I mean, it's just not gonna happen. At least with we're not gonna talk about the
That's
lottery.
the beauty of the game, though. I think that's why March Madness is like the most incredible thing because I've like since a kid, there's been years I'm like, bro, okay, I know upsets happen, but this is the year where these top seeds are legit. They gonna handle their biz, and then boom, Virginia lose.
Yes.
They lose as a 1 seed, and it's like, oh my gosh, the year that I thought not much was gonna happen.
Even as like a person who doesn't watch college basketball, you are invested in it a little bit. It just becomes more. It gives like you more excitement to the sport.
Yeah.
I don't know what it does, but that month of March, it's just so damn.
Win or go
exciting.
home.
that's
Shout out
what
to
all
Buzzer
the-
beaters.
All the men end up getting vasectomies this month, so they can stay at the crib and watch March Madness.
shout out to
Is that a real stat?
That's a real stat. March is the highest month in vasectomies for men.
you getting yours this month?
Nah.
Next year.
That
Maybe
is
next year.
That's a crazy.
Would you ever
stat.
get one of those?
I 100% would.
I probably would.
Like the moment I get a boy, snip, motherfucker. I'm out. I'm done.
I don't know. Even
Because I think 2 would be fine.
because I don't know if the world want me to do that.
You don't even got one yet.
Even when I'm older, I think they gonna say, man, that greatness we want to extract.
Put some away. I'm gonna put some away.
You can do that.
We want
just
to
in case.
extract. Put something away. 200 years from now, you just still get. Who your dad? Oh, my
There's
dad.
still Beacham's being made.
Let me tell you, my dad was his YouTube, this thing they call YouTube, but 200 years ago.
It's probably gonna be called something else.
Big shout out to my little bro EJ and his St. Pat's team. They unfortunately lost yesterday. That was their little March Madness win or go home. It was a game
the
away
high
from
school
going to
games
state.
Also, yeah.
Game away. They had it and they gave it away, man. They gave it away. The breaking point before half, they were up like by 10. One of their senior guards got pickpocket. Dude laid it up. He fouled him from behind and 3, right?
Damn.
Come back down. One of the other seniors turn it over. Dude hit I'm thinking about a later play. But before half, dude hit a half court 3 to cut their 7-point lead down to 4. And that was just
Momentum.
yes. When that happened, I was just like, we're still winning, but it was just something about that shot was like, that's gonna come back and make us feel away. Even if we win it, we're gonna be like, oh, we barely won because of that. I just knew that shot was.
And with high school, they kind of do it in a way like college, where like there's no home court.
Yeah,
Like,
you know, we
you
was at
like,
USC.
you play at like a random school or like somewhere else, and I like that element
For sure.
Like I remember like going to the super sectionals when I was younger, and like Aurora would be playing Proviso East at Hinsdale Central. Like that game used to be popping.
Hinsdale South was just hosting something.
Oh, for real?
They host like a super sectional.
Oh, for real?
I seen something and they were like, yeah, at Hinsdale South. I'm like, what the hell? Why is Hinsdale South hosting a super section?
Yeah, I don't think we did that.
No, we
did
did
that.
not.
never did
Hell
that.
no. That was just so random.
Maybe it's now them instead of Central.
And then
Could be. I don't know.
yeah, it was USC. But it's a neutral site, but but some of those like Kyrie and Kenwood played after, and Kenwood was packed in there.
Yeah,
looked like a college. And then the people were saying that St. Pat's student section is like one of the best. They just travel.
Yeah, because a lot of schools would definitely have a bus.
Yes. Yeah, they had the bus. Two. Yeah. So, yeah, that was good. Drop the mic.
Drop it.
Yes, sir. For today, if you had some money, say at least $100, who you putting money on?
I do have at least 100. I can tell you that.
For a future upset coming up.
On the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm betting on the team to lose.
Because there's a lot of lower seeds that you were like, man, they could make some noise.
Yeah, no. It's definitely like that because when you look at the West, being a 1 seed isn't actually, it's good. Obviously, you're home court, but it's not a reward. Not a reward because you're going to get Steph Curry. You're going to get LeBron and AD.
Maybe.
The Kings. You're going to get Luka and Kyrie in the first round. So, like, that first round matchup, it's not as sweet as it normally is for the 1 seed out West.
Yeah, the best thing you got is just like home if court. It goes game 7, it's at home.
Yeah. But either way, you're in a dogfight.
Yeah, that's why I'm happy. Well, maybe we do see it, maybe we don't. But I feel like we won't see many teams like trying to jockey for position. You know what I'm saying? Like, we going to lose an extra game because we match up better here, because that's going to be so tough to do because you don't know exactly what a rest. Like, nobody's going to clinch an individual spot until, like, the last 3 days of the season.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy to think about.
Because, like, the Thunder and the Wolves are always switching. They switch off. And then the Nuggets were just a 2 seed yesterday. Now they're the third. It literally.
And we see the Clippers. Remember at the break, All-Star break, we thought the Clippers could be the team that would
jump a little bit higher.
And now the injuries starting.
I think they 500 since the All-Star break, or I think 4 and 5 since the All-Star break.
We took the Clippers when we drafted.
I didn't mean injuries for the Clippers. I meant that for the Knicks. Because I thought the Knicks was going to climb too. But the Knicks, that injury
Cavs also a team
crazy.
that y'all were fighting with for position that also ain't doing great since the All-Star.
We just beat them.
Yes, y'all did.
And Donovan Mitchell is going to be out for the next 3 games for sure?
Yeah,
at least 3 games.
So did you answer KB question? Is it for who's going to lose or who's going to win or both?
Who's going to make the upset?
Who is the team you would like? Or who's the team you feel confident in that they can make
You
an
asked
upset?
this last episode, I would have said the Warriors. But then you go beat by 52, and your excuse is because you made a game plan 15 minutes before the game. Like, that helps. Yeah. Hey, I don't care. If you come up with a game plan 15 seconds before the game, there's no excuse for a professional team to lose by 52, especially when you have Stephen Curry on that team.
There's also no excuse to sag off a guy who's known as a scorer in Jaylen Brown.
But even if that was the case, giving Jaylen Brown open looks did not equate to 52 point
right.
loss. Like, it just doesn't. It just doesn't. Like, I think he had 5 threes in the first quarter.
Yes, he did.
But that's still 5 threes and not 52 points. Like, I think it was 44 to 22 at the
Warriors really pissed me off with that. Like, Draymond, and I'm not saying it was like the worst. I'm not mad at them for trying. Like, I understand the logic behind what Steve Kerr was doing. But the couple things that I didn't like was, y'all ran to that as if that was like an excuse. And I'm not saying that they're using it as an excuse, but that, like we were just saying, that don't make up for 52. You can't be like, hey, Mike, Kyrie beat you by 52. I was letting them shoot in the first quarter. That just don't make it. That makes absolutely no sense.
All the bullshit is said. Once it gets to like a certain number, it's just pride.
Once they get up 13, it's like, all right,
pride after that, bro.
These up 13. Let's abandon
pride
this.
After that.
Secondly, Draymond was like, hey, if it worked, you find something. I didn't understand that because y'all not about to play them in no time soon. In order for y'all to play them,
why they game plan it? They're not seeing each other in the playoffs.
Y'all gonna have to win a lot of games before y'all get to Boston, my brother. Y'all got to win 2 play-in games as of today. Y'all would have to beat the first or second seed. Then y'all would have to beat somebody's. Every round is going to be tough for the Warriors to see the Boston Celtics. So the whole we might have something if it worked.
See if it worked in the finals.
My answer, even though they have not looked good, I think they 1-4 in their last 5.
I hope it's the same team.
It's Dallas.
Oh, okay.
Even though I like what Tim Legler said on TV the other day, that they gotta have some goddamn pride. Jason Kidd came into the league as a defensive-minded coach. The time they went to the conference finals, they were one of the top 5 defenses, and now the personnel tells you that this could be a good defensive team.
Was that his first year there too? That year?
I think it was.
Yeah.
They have the personnel. Like, Luka, Kyrie as a backcourt is not elite, but Luka's playing the best defense of his career. They don't have an excuse to be bad defensively, especially against a team like the 76ers who are missing the MVP of the league. They shouldn't give up that many points. And then one of the losses, like Max Strus hit a 59-foot 3-pointer. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah, that was a crazy game, bro.
Yeah,
he got a car for that.
He did.
He had 5 threes in the fourth quarter.
It was a free card.
I just told Bub and Trey Sean played my team.
Really?
But Bub was telling, I'm like, who y'all got? He told me he be taking his money and he be buying the 21 card, like the player set. He call them fake pink diamonds. You know the standard set of the card?
Yeah.
They play with those. I'm like, bro, y'all are tripping. Y'all need to go get the real. But my team would be the Kings. I'm not abandoning the Kings. I kind of like where they at.
Even after Coby White did that to him yesterday.
that was amazing for Coby White.
I feel like the Kings just.
And I'm not gonna sit up here and lie. I ain't even see it because I thought y'all lost.
I thought the game was over. I literally thought the game was over.
Hey, you ain't alone.
But
I got in there in the fourth quarter.
I had a feeling when I saw Coby White change my life.
Yeah,
I saw that and I'm like, oh, they must have came back and won. But
that jersey I had on, Coby White used to wear that jersey.
What you mean?
It was literally on his body.
That was a game one.
Y'all jersey swap?
No, it was photo shoot worn.
Oh, right. That was at the end.
Yeah.
I still like the Kings. It's really tough picking somebody to upset somebody.
Yeah.
For me, it would probably be the Lakers. The LeBron and AD, they seem to be gelling. They seem to be playing really good basketball right now. Especially since the All-Star break, LeBron's been averaging 30. That's so crazy to think that a man that's 40 years old is still putting on these stretches where he's
40's
so
the new
good.
30.
For him, I guess so.
Yeah, just for him though.
I'll turn 29. I feel 19.
Hey, I feel like that's
20.
a man thing, though. I feel like mentally we still feel younger.
Got to. But yeah, that's a really good question, Mike. I don't really know. We didn't even talk about no Eastern Conference team.
No, I
mean,
think
the
the
Suns-
West you got to look because
Suns
my
could
teams
definitely be
were
a team.
the Lakers. You can probably guess why, but they've been hooping as of late, and then they beat a lot of teams that have been up in the standings too. Like just beat OKC, beat teams like the Clips, beat
Beat
teams,
the Wizards.
The
Barely.
team that we just can't get past is them damn Nuggets.
you gotta beat-
Those are the only
yeah.
team we just cannot get past.
You still got to beat those teams.
And
though.
also, the Dallas Mavericks it's just a team you don't want to play either. They can go out there and score 140. The defense, whatever about the defense, I like the additions they got to their team in terms of being a complete team.
And I don't think we got this conversation without saying the Miami Heat. They're a team that's they shown that they can win.
I think they're
and go all
gonna end
the way
up
to
being like the
finals.
5 seed too.
Yeah.
I know they're 7. I think they're 7 at the moment. Which that will put them versus the Bucks if everything go well.
That
and
would
that's
be crazy to happen.
Whew.
Again. Give us that, please.
Yeah.
Put
Yeah,
that shit
please.
right on the TV. That's just something that you just got to lock in.
Indeed.
I do like the Lakers though. I still kind of like the Warriors. I just don't know. In that West, that bottom 4 is like who. The better question is who is out.
Mm-hmm.
Who out of the 4 ain't making the playoffs?
Well, one of the Lakers or the Warriors are out because they have to go against each other. Like that's
Yeah.
crazy to think about
What's
right
your
now.
confidence level
And the
against the
Warriors?
Warriors
I feel
as
pretty
a Laker
confident.
fan?
70%, 80%. What are we talking? When you say pretty
Probably about
confident.
75%.
Okay.
I think for them to come win, they would have to be like all high from 3, and not just they would need Klay too.
But I think
And-
there's a world where the Lakers can climb higher. They're not that far out of the 8th.
Well,
No,
what are
none
we,
of them
game
are.
back?
None of them are.
Yeah.
What does it say? We are a game back.
That bottom
It
4 is
doesn't-
all like a game and a half.
Yeah, it's like a game and a half.
The
yeah.
Pelicans is that's still y'all range too.
Yeah, y'all can literally jump up to the 6th seed in 3 games if you really if everything worked out.
It's not even it's not that it's catching up. It's you got to also have teams lose.
Yeah, that's-
so
yeah.
that's the hard catching up part. So you could win as all you want, but if other teams win it too, it's not helping you.
Yeah, that's the problem because like the Lakers are 73 in the last 10, Warriors 2, and like everybody, at least other than like the Suns right now, are on a win streak. Or not a win streak, but one more than they've lost in the last 10.
Yeah.
So it's tough to climb up because both of those teams are playing really well. When we talked about it, when we did our draft of like draft the teams for the second half of the season, we all thought that one of those 2 teams, or both of those teams, are going to go on a run, and they are going on a run, but they haven't made up any ground at all.
They just
haven't
became
made up
above
any ground.
500.
Yeah. Well, today's episode, we're going to give the one thing that we learned about every team. Now, we are not spending 30 minutes on every team.
No.
I'm saying that there are some teams that will literally get a second or 2 because what the hell do you – Wizards. What did we learn about the Wizards?
That they're far away from anything.
That
Being good.
they made
Far
the
away
right
from being
decision
good,
by
yeah.
I was going
rebuilding.
to say, I feel like the story with the Wizards this year is just Jordan Poole.
What did you learn there?
They still have a lot more to go. I thought at least when they traded Chris Paul and they got Jordan Poole back, he's like they got something. They have something they can at least direction on. It did not go what they thought it was going to be playing. They got to find a way to move because right now they got him on that big old contract, and that's looking like one of the most untradeable contracts in the league right now.
Next team, Because I know, like you was about to dive into the Wizards a little bit more. We're good. All right?
I'm just curious. I won't say nothing, but what you was going to say?
No, I was just about to say it just looks like we don't really have a direction with their future.
So we didn't learn
No,
shit.
we do. We do have a direction. This is the first year of their rebuild. Their direction is rebuilding. This is the very first time they've ever decided to
Bilal
rebuild.
Coulibaly is probably like their bright spot, I guess.
But we didn't learn shit then.
Yeah, we did.
Because we knew that. We knew that they was rebuilding.
Mm-hmm.
We knew that they sucked. So we still really didn't learn shit.
They far away. They far
We
away.
learned
I don't
that.
have any hope for next year.
We ain't
at
learned.
all.
We knew those things.
Yeah, right. We went
Yeah,
into
I
the
guess.
season knowing that they were going to be really bad. And they are. So shout out to them for doing it the year after Wembanyama.
That's the greatest teacher in the game. Ain't teach us shit. We ain't learned nothing.
The Pelicans. What have we learned about the Pelicans? I'm very curious of where y'all hell is at. With
I
the
want Mike to go
Pelicans.
first because people was on your ass because you were anti them.
It's not them. It's just I'm gonna keep saying I just don't like how their spacing is with their best line, or at least especially with Valanciunas and Zion up there. I just don't like the spacing. But the feeling that I get from them is they're still one of the most like versatile teams in terms of like they got high range in terms of they can be one of the best teams, and I've also seen them have games where they lost and it's like y'all shouldn't have lost that game. Y'all shouldn't have played that damn bad. And I understand you're gonna have bad shooting nights, but I just really don't like their offense unless Brandon Ingram or Zion is having a great game. It's just doesn't seem like it's gonna work in the playoffs for me. And I know that's their goal.
For me, it's probably just like they have a lot of talent, but they have to find a way to like bring it down. Like less is more for them. They have so much talent on that team, and I feel like it's just hard to give everybody minutes.
I think they got.
So they're gonna have to figure something out.
I think what I learned what I could say is that they're gonna have to pick one eventually. I don't think it's gonna be the two of them there for the long run.
Which is so crazy because it seems like I don't think they get in the way of each other. They seem like they fit each other in a way.
It's also what you do. Do you feel like they're confident with their lineup or roster and how they're shaped up?
I think so. They're the 5th seed right now. I think they're pretty confident. They look better than they did last year. As long as they are healthy, this team has shown that they play good basketball. And for them, it's always been health, and this is.
I just feel like
been a
something
relatively
missing,
healthy
and it
season.
seems like they don't really want to trade much away. So it's gonna come down to what's got that value. And I don't know if they want to trade Dyson Downs or nothing like that, but I see them moving away from one of those guys and bringing in some different guys that like we like this roster better.
Here's what I learned. Oh, I'm sorry. You can go.
What I learned is that NBA fans, NBA media, including ourselves, we're never going to be really content because a part of me understands what you're saying, and I'm including myself in what I'm saying. But then there's a part of me where like, yeah, the Pelicans are doing good.
Yeah.
But we sit up here and every time they come up, because they're not the Thunder or the Timberwolves at the top of the conference, it's like, man, they need to trade. They're going to trade. And I think that they are going to trade Ingram just because I think he's going to go into his last year of his deal. They got Trey Murphy. I think they're just going to have too many people to pay. I don't think it's going to be because him and Zion can't play together. Because, I mean,
I don't think they can't play. I just think it's
working.
not the top of their game. For Zion, at least, I think he could hit another level. I
But
don't
this
know
is
if
my
he can do that
question
with
to you.
B.I. Huh?
If he can't do it with B.I., who will he be able to do it with? Because he's going to have to play with somebody. That's the thing about these guys in the league. Like, if you can't get your shit off with a certain guy, like Brandon Ingram is not, he ain't even an all-star this year. He's in my heart, he's always going to be an all-star. That's my dog. But like, who is they going to bring, if you trade Brandon Ingram, somebody else coming
If
through
you're
the door.
looking at that, you got to say, is he my definite 1A? And I think he is. I think he's the one, Zion, in terms of that. Because right now, B.I. is still their go-to guy in terms of like closing. Of course, Zion can still do his thing, but they looking for the tough shots. Zion is
So
not
this is
at that
kind
level.
of the Chris Middleton Giannis conversation from a few years ago,
Yeah.
where the play style, you're gonna give Brandon Ingram a chance to create his own shot, but it's still going through Zion.
But that's the thing about the Pelicans is that Brandon Ingram is not the 1A in the clutch all the time. They don't know what they're doing in the clutch. Sometimes
That
it's
was awesome,
CJ,
'cause,
sometimes
yeah,
it's
I
Z,
see CJ a
sometimes
lot.
it's Brandon Ingram. They're one of the worst clutch teams in basketball, which doesn't make sense to me because they have people that can create on their own and they have adequate amount of space and when it matters the most. Their most used lineup, their starter lineup of CJ, Brandon Ingram, Zion, Herb Jones, and Valanciunas is a net negative lineup. What other playoff team that are 10 games above 500, their number one ran lineup sucks? It makes no what I've learned about this team is that I've learned nothing, because it's the most confusing construction of talent, because they can win games, but they're also terrible in the clutch, and their main lineup is not good.
But
so where are they pulling these wins out of?
Because they have
talent.
Because
they
have
have
the
talent.
depth.
I've seen Trey Murphy come out and win them damn game because he scored 20 points almost in the first half.
That would be my argument. They starting lineup probably suck because they got some of the most depth. We've seen Alvarado not from a scoring standpoint.
I've seen him get those steals.
He swayed momentum. Yeah. When Dyson Daniels was healthy, I've seen him play some incredible defense on some number one options. And then you also have Herb Jones, who will play some incredible defense on some number one options. And on top of that,
Zion is, they're really good players.
Larry Nance, is he a starting center? No, but
too.
Larry Nance is an incredible guy to come off your bench. Mm-hmm. They have incredible depth. Jordan Hawkins had some early games in the first half of his rookie year. Yep. They got bodies. They have bodies.
And I think that's the issue, is because we can say all these good things about them, but when it comes down to it, you look at all the other teams around them, you probably I'm probably take the other team over them.
I get that standpoint, but But at the end of the day, they still. If the Lakers had that record,
they're a good ball team. Yeah.
We would be like, you know what I mean? You'd be happy. Mm-hmm. So it's like at some point,
I think you just got to give them their respect for being like they're good.
Because if that shit click, they are a team that at any time it can click, and if it click in the playoffs, it could get dangerous.
I think a lot of people got turned off because the one national televised game they had was in the in-season tournament, and they got destroyed. And
but
since
is that by
then,
the Warriors?
The Lakers. Right?
Yeah,
it was the Lakers.
They had another game nationally televised. Or no, they killed the Warriors, I believe. Yeah, I think they beat
But that moment in time, everything shifted, right? It was, oh my God, national TV, Zion's fat. Because they lost to the Lakers, and that has not gone away.
Yeah,
it wasn't that turned me off, but it wasn't the fact that they lost. It was how they lost. They kind of like LeBron really set the tone defensively. It was like ignoring Zion. If he ain't dunking, we cool. Gap up on everything.
I feel like they had some of their playing games felt like that too, where just like they kind of gave up.
I kind of hate that Zion only gets bashed by the media. Like he doesn't get talked when he's playing good and he is in shape and he's hooping. They just, it's under the rug. They ain't talking about it. But let him have a bad game on nationally televised TV. Now he's fat. I don't know if this guy could be the franchise player of a team. It's just they never give him his flowers when he deserves them.
I agree, but I feel like that's what I was saying with them at the beginning of my spiel. It's like they good and they solid, but we say the things we say because of how it look. Now, if they was this record and Zion had, I don't know how many 30-point games he got this year, but if he had, let's just say Zion got 7 30-point games this year, he might have more.
I'll look it up.
But let's just say he had 17, or he had a 35 piece, or he, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. What did he average this year?
21, 22.
It
might be
if they had this record and Zion averaged 26 points, the narrative probably would. I just don't think that they're winning how people want to see it.
Yeah,
he has 8 30-point games this season.
He was right there.
He was right there.
So it's just like
I think that's.
I feel like that's down. In
Brandon Ingram against the Pacers. If he had a lot more of those, people would probably be. But because it's like nobody really is standing out. They didn't have an all-star. They got so much depth that they lean on. That is also confusing. It's hard to trust. Every night it can be a different guy. Those things, yeah. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's working.
It is.
So I'm gonna start just taking it for what it is. And then once the playoffs come, if they get their ass swept, get to bash them the whole summer and say trade Brandon Ingram. So if they get it together and they upset somebody that we thought was going to beat them, then it's like, hey, we shutting up.
Next team, the Orlando Magic, 35-26, 3-game win streak, 8-2 in their last 10. What have we learned about them or anybody on their roster?
I don't know. Paolo was the truth. I really mess with Paolo, man. I like his game a lot. I think D Mills mentioned a couple pods ago about the defense.
Oh yeah, defense.
The offense is coming along too. We gotta hope the shot gets a little bit more consistent and like just willing. But his size lets him do so much on the court, bro. Like his ability to handle at that size, he is already a mismatch, and he's good at scoring. He just got that look, bro. Like I really bought into Paolo this year from what I've seen.
What I've learned is that Jalen Suggs is one of the building blocks. Yeah. Going into the season, you couldn't really say that with confidence because last year he only averaged 9 points per game on really, really bad efficiency. He's almost a 40% three-point shooter now on 5 threes. And there's been a few games, one of the ones more recently, I don't remember the opponent, where Jalen Suggs has closed it out with a 3. Like there was one game he had 3 back-to-back threes, and that was it. The game was over. Jalen Suggs just closed that shit out by himself. And to think that I believe that he's going to make an all-defensive team this year, at least he should be in the conversations for it. He's one of the guys that you feel comfortable as being one of the core guys behind Paolo Banchero, Franz Wagner. Then it goes Jalen Suggs. And I think going into the season, we didn't think that. And now we do. So
we also learned that Markelle Fultz is kind of like
expendable.
Yeah, he's expendable. He's
Done.
kind of like
Over.
I don't think he's going to be a Magic in the future. I just don't. I think I would much rather have Karl-Anthony as my backup guard over.
You got Anthony back bubbling in the background too.
Yeah, that's true.
I like when players find that mold too. Right, not everybody can be the 30-point scorer, but like the people that mold themselves into those defenders and like really buy into that role. I think Patrick Beverly showed like the league a lot about that. I liked how KCP is really involved into that like 3. I think KCP is one of the. I seen you tweet about the Nuggets during that game. It was like, is KCP more valuable than MPJ? And I seen people going back and forth with it, and I'm like, that defense is noticeable, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, especially when you talk about you have to go through guys like Steph Curry's, Anthony Edwards. Like you got to have that point of attack defender. MPJ has never shown he could ever bring that or duplicate it.
He will knock that down though. That's
for sure. That means
he won't miss sometimes.
Yes, he did. and had 4 assists.
We learning that Paolo's his player type. It's good to see it thriving because for a while, you know, that player mode used to have like a question mark on it because people used to say Melo wasn't a winning player and different things like that. It's good to see that type of power forward showing he can be the best because we don't have that. Who else in the league is like that type of mode? Like Giannis plays a 4, but he's like a freak of nature who's just
power forward spot.
Zion, freak of nature. But
not that type of play style that he has. No,
Nah.
we don't have that.
A lot of footwork, a lot of mid-range, self-creation.
Now it's like you got to have a dynamic guard or you have a unicorn center. You
What
got
I
to
like
have
about
Chet
this
Wemby
now,
or
it's because everybody knows that like Paolo's trying to get
wing,
to the
of
paint,
course.
so they clog it up. They run zone it. Like they'll try different things to keep him from out the paint. And I just like that he's so young and he's getting these looks early because once it comes in the playoffs, he's like, I've seen this before. This before. I like that when young players get that experience.
We got to move at a little bit of pace on these. By the way, the next team we're going to get to is the Oklahoma City Thunder.
That they're the real deal. That's all I learned.
When you say real deal, you mean contender, championship contender.
I think they've kind of gone into that mode for me. They're just so damn good. Shea's so good down the stretch of games that it's kind of like I think they're one of those teams that can win it all.
I learned that Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is the MVP.
I'm not too far from that though.
All the OKC love, I like that.
It is.
That's my MVP.
I learned they one of the. I don't even know if you call it fun offense. It's just they just one of the best offenses.
I would say it's fun.
Legit.
Hell yeah, it's fun.
He said, I don't even know what I learned.
You saw Moose out there yesterday. I know they got blown out, but
Good to see him back.
Moose is back. You know what I'm saying? Part of the culture.
Bucknell's greatest.
Yeah, no, it's what we've learned about OKC. Is that it doesn't matter your age anymore. Now that might shift in the playoffs, right? We'll see. But like this is the most successful young team in the history of basketball. Like by average age wise, like they're the most successful young team ever. At least in the tracking era that counts all of this type of stuff.
More so than the Celtics
Which Celtics?
when they went to the conference finals.
Well, yeah, they had veterans.
They had
Al Horford, Marcus Smart is there.
I forgot they were on that team.
Yeah, but like the most veteran player in their real rotation, I guess now is like Mike Muscala. But before that, who is it?
Yeah, and it's kind of crazy. Like
Busy.
Gordon Hayward still
Terrence
hasn't like
Williams.
fully cracked the rotation.
Yeah, like they traded away Trey Mann for that, and it's like, it is what it is. I think you'll see some of his value come playoffs.
Lou Dort, the vet.
Yeah, he's
I
been
would say
around for like
that,
5
yeah.
years.
Lou Dort, Kenrich Williams.
Playoff
and
series under his
Lou
belt.
Dort don't get the love he deserves, man.
Best year of his career by far.
He's one of the best defenders in the league.
He also
Right,
has
number
the
two.
greatest job in the world.
Yeah.
We talked about that before on the show.
also J-Dub and
Lou
Chet.
Dort could go 1 for 11. It was just like
J-Dub and Chet just
he
play
goes
above
7
their
and
age
8,
level.
and it's like, did you see Lou Dort?
Yeah. He's shooting 40-some% from 3.
Yeah.
Because teams they just tell him to shoot it.
So we'll live with it.
I'll tell you
he
right
can
now,
shoot it.
if
Make
I'm the coach and we're playing the Thunder, Lou Dort beating us, go ahead.
He almost did it. Remember in the bubble against the Houston Rockets, he had like 30 points against
That
the
was
Rockets.
that was young Lou Dort. Hell yeah, he got a card for that. I
And
think.
he's like, he got the record of like, was he a rookie, a sophomore year player, like 20-year-old player with 30 points in a game? So it was like him, Michael Jordan. It's like that's it. It's Lou Dort and Michael
That was
Jordan.
before
I
the
remember
dreads.
we had a conversation up here about who would we rather take, Mikal or Lou Dort, and I was team Lou Dort.
Oh,
And
you
all
was
y'all
team
was
jackass.
Mikal.
Yeah, you still lost that
Team
one.
Jackass.
I think
Yeah,
I
still lost.
see Mikal in that.
Sounds like a guy who thought Kobe was the first overall pick.
Hey, Lou Dort's still hooping. I still take Lou Dort.
We just getting it for clips, right?
All right, right.
We just, you just saying for clips.
Brooklyn Nets.
They're the most boring team to watch, at least for me, bro.
Yeah.
I don't like watching the
Very
Nets.
boring.
I learned so much. This team is the most educational team. I learned that GMing I can really do because I believe I could have GM this team a lot better. I've learned Mikal Bridges is nowhere near a number one option.
Which
Did
is
you
okay.
learn that? You knew that though.
It's okay.
I did, but I was also coming to here hoping I could be swayed. I just love when a
I
when a
think,
role
see,
player
when you
goes
seen-
into that.
When
echelon,
you
but
seen
yeah,
him
you're
averaging like 25, it just had you hope, or it just had you interested in like
Yeah.
maybe he could actually be
That
good.
little first round playoff they had against Philly was kind of sexy. You know what I mean? And
Did they get
also,
swept?
no, they lost in 5.
Okay.
Uh,
Wait, we sure? Because I think me and D Mills had a bet, and I was
They
like, they're gonna
did.
win one, and I don't think they
I
won
don't think.
one.
I think they were really close, like 1 or 2 times, but
I'm
they
gonna
might have
double
gotten
check it.
swept.
I think they won 1. And I think it was a big deal because they could have won 2, but Nick Claxton and Joel Embiid got into it.
Oh, and Claxton was so excited that he got ejected, and it
He
cost
got
his team to win.
ejected. Or was that the one that they could have won?
Let me see.
Or was
They
that
lost
the only-
0-4. They
04?
did get
Okay,
swept.
so that was the one
I
that
was
they
say
could
they
have
had.
won.
I know they
Yeah.
had a
Good
couple
call.
close ones, but they was trying to run zone and stuff. They just looked tired because they
And I
were just
also
small.
learned that Ben Simmons is just his body is either he don't like playing basketball, or his body's breaking down.
All right,
It'd be like knee hurt, back management, headache, ring finger cut.
Are y'all done?
And what?
Yeah.
The Ben Simmons thing?
Bro, don't
It's
say
over.
y'all done. Don't say y'all done. Because
done.
we
I
asked
asked y'all before the
we
season
asked,
started.
We asked this
It
every
was-
year.
It's done.
It's done.
I can't even.
Because you were the number one proponent.
Wait for the
Somehow you
summer.
ended up being higher than him on the Ben
Yeah,
Simmons stuff,
that's
which makes no
crazy.
sense.
That
to
is
me.
Wait for
crazy.
the summer when the workout videos come out, the tweets come out.
But the workout videos they're never
It's-
enhanced.
when you do
enhanced.
12 of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
it's
I
never
already
enhanced.
know he's not going to shoot those threes. he's
Yeah,
taking.
they're never enhanced. And those workout videos are old. Those don't be
didn't they
current.
come out before and they was like, this is the healthiest I've seen Ben Simmons since
He even said that himself.
But the workout videos that came out last summer, he was legitimately working out, lifting weights. But like they always try to throw in some shit from like summers ago. He's shooting threes. Like, bro, that old ass video. But it's gonna be over for me completely, KB. Once this contract is up, which is next year's the last year. Maybe next year he feel like, man, I got to do something so I can get a little bag. I ain't gonna be on a minimum. But right now, man, don't even talk to me about that. And my new player that I made, he's on the Nets, and I just be throwing lobs to him and Claxton, and they be having him
that.
go get it.
I know it's a lot of fake stuff that be
Ben,
going on.
2K, Ben is still OC on 2K. Even
That's what I was gonna say. A lot of stuff pisses me off in 2K because it's just fake. Ben Simmons and him like going crazy in the paint. He be knocking down a mid range. I be like, bro, this is the fakest game ever.
I think it's just the way his player is because they say his
Yeah.
overall ain't high. But even as a 75, a guy who can play center and point guard with his speed, he's still OC, bro.
Anything else about the Brooklyn
No,
Nets?
no.
Okay, great. Next team we have.
We could have skipped their ass.
We should not be skipping these bottom teams. We're spending like a minute max.
I'd rather talk about the Hornets more than the Nets.
I feel that. But let's go to the Houston Rockets.
I learned that Jalen Green probably won't be a part of the future plans, man. Apparently he's frustrated. They definitely looking, probably at Şengün and Jabari, and you got Amin and Cam. That's what I learned. I've always had my concerns and questions with Jalen Green, but I never thought that the franchise would, not this early. So we'll see though. Shout out to Jalen Green though. I like Jalen Green. I like the Rockets. Y'all know I'm a big Rockets fan.
Yeah. Well, I guess we learned that Ime is one hell of a coach.
that was what I was about to just say. Yeah.
Got to head this
Wait.
team.
Time out.
I should've known that.
No. I'm just saying, like, but
the
he
question
took-
is what you learned.
No, I did learn it. Yeah, he did it with the Celtics, but he came to a team that was a bottom feeder, and he made them a competent team, like a very competent team. This team was top 4 seed in the beginning of the season.
But my question is, because like KB said, you should have known that. So is that
But I didn't-
surprising to you, or did you learn that? Or do you genuinely feel like you learned that?
No, I just feel like I don't feel like I learned it, but I feel like it was solidified with his Rockets run.
Okay.
More so, just because, yeah, you can go to a team with Tatum, Brown, Al Horford, and everything, and you could be talented. But if you can go to a team with a
But
young
he
Şengün, Jalen
he took
Green,
that team to higher levels though.
What team?
The Celtics team.
Well, yeah, no, they went to the finals.
Yeah.
But I'm saying he took this team that was a lottery team and made them
A lottery team.
I mean, I get what he's saying, bro.
joking.
I get what D-Mills is saying.
I'm
I was gonna say the same thing. I think I learned about Ime is just to like.
He's
I
like
think-
solidified a culture there.
Yeah, it is one thing when you already got the pieces, but instilling a culture in a team in a franchise that really didn't have it, it was really lacking that, and that's a lot to do.
But I think Houston had the pieces too.
They did, but I think coaching. It's hard to get to that level when especially on a young team without the right coach, and I think he was a perfect
Absolutely,
coach.
but
Yeah.
that's why when they hired him,
Yeah.
we all said the things we said because we had already knew what he was about.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why the appeal was, yeah, I'm buying in on the Rockets.
Mm-hmm.
Not even to be like this great team, but they're going to be a lot better than what they were last year because they brought him in and they already have pieces.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Now the way you're saying is if he went to a team and they didn't have shit. And now you got to go draft. If he went to the Wizards, is Ime going to the Wizards
If
and the
they
Wizards
had-
a playoff team?
Wait, say that one more time.
Playoff team?
Is
No.
Ime going to the Wizards and not a playoff team? I'm sorry. Are they like the Rockets if he's the coach over there?
No, they're not gonna be like the Rockets.
And that's why I'm saying the Rockets
I
already
still,
has
from what I've seen with
pieces.
the Rockets, even if that team didn't, if he did go to the Wizards, I would still think that no, they're not going to be a 20+ win team. But I feel like I would like something over there. There's a culture change over there. There's something
Yeah.
just like
I don't think they'll be
he's
the worst
a-
team in the East.
I don't know, and I love Ime, but
Mm-hmm.
that's what I'm saying about the Rockets. They already had certain things, and which
They
is why
do.
I think he wanted to go there. You go to Wizards. I don't know what Ime saying in Jordan Poole, brother.
He wouldn't play. They would.
That's what that was the things that I think they would trust with him too. Is he probably would
but
not get
I
to
think
any
he
type of
would
time.
play because what's the other option? Johnny Davis.
I mean, he you're right, but I think it's just like, it's the principle to it. It's just now you're not gonna just play because we pay you all this money. You're gonna have to actually be productive basketball. You're gonna have to.
I
You're
understand
gonna
that,
have to
but
buy
I
in
think
a little
that
bit.
is easier said than done when you don't have the pieces.
I think
That's
that-
why I
It
think
is-
the Rockets were
I think they're
I
a
get that.
18-win team right now if Ime's the coach.
who.
Yeah.
Which I was gonna
The
say
Wizards.
it's not gonna
let's
equate
say
to wins.
15-win team.
Yeah.
11.
Let's say 15.
What
Let's
I,
say
what I
11.
learned about the Rockets is I like the skeleton that they have.
15 will put them up there with Charlotte. So yeah,
I like
that
the,
feels about
11.
right. That was that 2 games.
If he has Charlotte, he would need LaMelo to be healthy. But
Yeah.
Isn't it the team? There's teams right now with single-digit wins.
that's crazy, bro.
Insane.
Pistons, the Wizards.
That's it.
That's it?
Yeah. He would have had him
The
at least.
Spurs, the Spurs ain't that
The
far away.
Spurs-
Wemby
the
had to
Spurs-
turn it up a little bit.
Yeah,
for that,
Spurs
bro.
at 13 now.
They didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, they going
Definitely-
crazy.
See, even that's my point. Even Pop, the greatest, without the pieces, your greatness is limited.
I also think that Pop was on some jackass stuff earlier in the season.
With Jeremy
it ain't no.
Sohan being a
It's
PG.
no coincidence that Trey Jones is starting and now we look like a basketball team.
Hey, he
Oh,
was
for sure. But I
experimenting. He was
think, I
experimenting.
think he also had to get the experimental off because, like, what you gonna win 3 more games with Trey Jones?
Yeah. He just, he
Hey,
just-
instead of 13,
yeah.
we got 15. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you might as well try.
Yeah, he had talent to just try. I never viewed Jeremy Sohan as a PG, but Pop for some reason saw something. Who am I to question his mind?
Because if it worked, in Draymond Greens, in Draymond voice, if it worked, then we got some.
What have you learned about the Knicks?
That I don't, because that when they're healthy, they're one of the best teams in the league.
I ain't know your
That's
partner
really
was
it.
with you.
That video is hilarious.
That's really all that I can say.
I ain't know you had your partner with you.
They don't know that.
No,
song. You
that's
know
from
that song?
LaMelo.
Oh, okay, right. You don't know that song?
Drake's son is a big LaMelo fan.
yeah.
Because I figured that out because I seen him wearing LaMelos
In the music
and
video?
Drake and Drake is a
Really?
Nike guy. So I'm
Yeah.
like, why he got LaMelo? I'm like, kids love LaMelo. So I guess his mom took him to meet LaMelo
Yeah.
at one of the games, and LaMelo had a signed jersey for him and stuff. So when you go dap him up, Drake's son got like a little homie with him. And he's like, oh, I didn't know you had your partner with you because you only had one jersey.
Oh, yeah.
And all the comments like, man, he wrong. They know he could have got another jersey for little homie or whatever.
That's
It's just funny to look at a 6-year-old and say your partner.
your
was
partner. Yeah.
I didn't know you had your partner with you. But no, the Knicks, whatever I learned about the Knicks, the Jalen Brunson is legitimately him. And I kind of knew that.
But it's been
It's
really
solidified.
definitive. Yeah.
He's legitimately him. And I also learned that the Knicks, they want it. They wanted. It felt like oh, we got extra. No, they wanted. They went out. They traded for OG. They went out. They got Bojan. They went out. And they got Burks. They doing every damn thing that they can do. The Knicks want it bad, and I don't know if that was always like solidified.
Yeah,
Because you don't know how to take the Jalen Brunson shit. Like,
for sure.
Jalen Brunson showed them. Y'all better be ready.
for sure. For
Yeah.
sure. You ain't lying on that. Shake Milton. Come on, Shake.
That was surprising.
We need some buckets.
Yeah, that was surprising.
Come over here and let them get loose.
They said that Josh Hart. There's 2 weeks every season where Josh Hart turned into Sean Marion.
He did have a triple double.
And he hit that three and he
Yeah.
said, no chain fake.
That was actually cool as hell.
I learned that the Knicks have not made a bad front office decision in 2 years.
And used to saying that.
I'm not used to saying that at all. And most of our adult life, it ain't
For sure.
been like this.
Leon Rose, do your thing, boy.
A lot of what Pete said, I feel like if they were healthy, I would put the Knicks in my contenders list for out east.
I just have to, when they're healthy, yes, for sure. But
Gotta get back there.
Yeah, I got to see them fully healthy. But it's also Julius Randle sometimes just worries me when it comes to playoff time. I just don't know.
He hasn't put
He's-
together a good
yeah,
playoff
he hasn't
series
put a
yet.
good-
They
he
just
hasn't-
need them to be average, I feel like, now.
I don't know.
At this point,
Be
bro,
efficient.
Because a lot of times
I
they was
just
looking
want
for
him
him
to
to
be there.
create. They got people that can score the ball and shoot. The defense going to be there.
I think that's also
He's-
the other thing is like the past years you saw him. Well, last year he was hurt. He hurt his ankle.
Yeah.
But I think we have more options.
Yep.
If Julius Randle is really having a hard time, you put Bojan in at the 4, spacing up.
The best games I've seen Julius Randle have is when he's like he's obviously getting his buckets, and I think that draws a little bit of attention to him. But then he starts facilitating. He gets a lot. He can get shooters a lot of open shots.
Yes.
Yeah.
When he's in his passing mode and playmaking. So with the options they got, that could be more of a viable option instead of him taking a step back 3 every 5 seconds or 5 possessions.
Before we get to our very next team, let's hear a word from our sponsor.
Why should you bet with Caesars Sportsbook? 2 words, Caesars Rewards. Every bet brings you closer to the type of benefits only Caesars can offer. Hotel stays, VIP experiences, sports and concert tickets, and more. It's not just an app, it's an empire.
The next team we have, and we got to play with some pace now. We're 45 minutes in. We only did 7 teams. We got a lot of basketball to talk about. With some pace, let's talk about the Denver Nuggets.
Oh, what I learned about them is they haven't fell off at all. Well, I think you could look at their bench and be like they're kind of missing their guys, but man, when it comes down to it, clutch time, I don't think there's a better team in the league than the Denver Nuggets.
I learned that they have the trifecta. They have a great coach, they have a great player, and they have a great number 2.
Mm-hmm.
To me, if you give me those things, I'm always have a chance to win, especially coming to playoffs.
They're still the team to beat out. They're still the team to beat.
They're not complacent, which is cool. Like the first half of the season, you could say, and Michael Porter Jr. said that they were going through championship hangover, which is what a lot of teams go through. KCP has said that Jokic had hit the group chat, the team group chat, and said like we're going for the 1 seed, which is just interesting. You know what I'm saying? They prioritize having that 1 seed. They're the best home team in the Western Conference, so having that home court advantage the entire way is going to be big if they can get there. Obviously, every single matchup you're going to see is going to be a tough one, but if we know that if it goes to 7, it's in Denver, we feel damn good about that. And one of the main reasons why they went on that crazy run last year is that they were unbeatable at home, and they had home court advantage.
And
So,
Denver just make it. You know he could drop 30 or 40. I've seen him beat teams literally passing the ball. Being like, man, I'm gonna get everybody else involved. We gonna just do it that way. And he's easily beaten teams before. So it's like, man, when this dude is actually ready, like I think it was against the Heat. He was passing for most of the time until Jamal Murray went down. Then he's like, all right, I got to get some more shots up. But he's steady looking for Aaron Gordon was leading them in shots.
Mike, your ass be rambling over there.
I am. Nah, it's because I for real. It was like, bro, it's
and
scary.
then you
that-
have a game like against your Lakers where he like, I can drop
yeah,
30.
it was literally
That's why I was saying
different.
he rambling because the Lakers. You said that earlier, like anybody but them damn Nuggets.
Dumb Nuggets is crazy.
Nuggets got fear in that boy heart. He over there rambling.
Ain't y'all 0-7 in your last 7 matchups against them? He
Bruh, last
keep
time I
messing
seen
up the
this,
big
like,
days.
we ain't won against the Nuggets in literally a couple years, bro.
Yeah.
He started rambling, telling us shit that we know. Jokic can pass. The dude can do everything. He can pass, y'all.
They be putting Rui Hachimura on them.
Which is at this point, cut it out. It worked for one half, first game of the Western Conference Finals.
They thought they found
last year.
something.
They thought they did.
Remember, you was a part of that.
It did look good. I mean, it's
being
logic
on
behind
Next
it.
team, man. Next
It's logic.
damn team. I don't want to hear about the Lakers getting their ass beat by the Nuggets.
Next team, LA Lakers.
Boom. What you learn, Mike?
What I learned from them, Darvin Ham did his thing when he put that starting lineup of D'Lo, Austin Reeves, LeBron James, Torian Prince / Rudy, and then
You
Anthony
giving
Davis.
him credit for playing his 5 best players?
Darvin Ham has not
credit
showed me
should
much
be-
as a coach.
The credit
Anything
should
he
be when he
does,
stopped touching shit. Because that was
Well, no,
the lineup.
I give him a lot of credit
The
once-
first game we went to, that was the lineup.
Yes.
Then he kept feeling like he needed to tick or something. He kept trying to touch
It
shit.
was Cam
Just for him
Reddish.
I was
to
gonna
get,
say Cam Reddish went hurt. And I think that started like messing up the lineup.
Thank
They were trying to
God.
find
just for
something.
him to get back to the opening night Nugget lineup we saw. In
And
game
people are
one.
like, oh my God, this lineup is good. Yes, it's good.
They
what are
hung
we
with
doing?
the Nuggets that game. Remember that?
Anthony Davis had 0 points in the second half.
That was our best game.
Austin
Last
Reeves,
game was
yeah.
our best
Austin
start.
Reeves coming off
I
the
feel like
bench.
our
Yeah.
best first quarter in a long time.
You know what I learned?
What?
That the Lakers ain't shit and LeBron might leave.
I wouldn't say all that.
I learned also a perfect Anthony Davis season. Still
I thought
give
that was
y'all
gonna move.
anything.
I thought that was gonna move you more.
I wouldn't say all
I
that.
wouldn't say all of that. What'd you say?
a perfect AD season still gives y'all a play-in season.
That is
That's-
kind of crazy. This is the most healthy Anthony Davis season, one of his best offensively and defensively. The numbers don't say it though, like the eye test does.
Yeah.
The numbers say that they're better without him on the court, which it just don't make
No,
it don't
it
make
don't.
sense to my
It
brain.
don't.
That's why you don't look.
I
at
remember we
analytics.
had
Yeah, you
we
just
played
trust your
we
eyes.
played a game without Anthony Davis. We got our ass bust.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like obviously,
Yeah.
something's not there, but also when it's him, Austin Reeves, and D'Angelo Russell on the court together, y'all be getting y'all ass spanked.
You know these calculators be a little sus.
I don't
Putting all
know
these
because it's not like
numbers
their
jammed up.
record is very good. You know what I'm saying? It's not like
Yeah.
they're the 2 seed.
But we
these
know
numbers are
we
saying
would
this.
much rather have him.
No,
That's
for
all
sure.
I'm
The
saying,
option is him or Jackson Hayes. You know what you do,
Right.
but it's just again, it's
Jackson,
just something.
Y'all remember Jackson Hayes' mom was like an incredible athlete? Remember we was going to interview him and you wasn't there,
Yeah, I remember that.
but they gave us those facts. Like his mom was like a state champion D1 basketball
Where
player.
were we about to interview him?
Charlotte. We had the Adidas show.
No, that would be Vegas.
I remember that though.
No,
I remember
hey,
that though.
I
He
was
had
in
a bunch of
Charlotte, though.
athletes in his family.
I was in Charlotte. You said I wasn't there. I
Taco
was in Charlotte.
Fall. You
That wasn't Charlotte.
That
was
is Vegas. That's Vegas.
that's Vegas.
That's
yeah,
Vegas.
that's Vegas.
Yep. But I don't remember that.
The punch bowl shit. Yep, you're right. Hey, raise your voice at me again on March 5th when I was born in 1995. Nah, good shit there. Hey, ball like Kobe, like, man, I know D Mills, he pissing you off, said he doing it with his left. Shaking your hand with his left. I'm like, yeah, man. Ball like on Kobe said, next time you do that, he got something for you.
Tell him I'm ready. I ain't ducking no smoke.
I can't believe you came on this podcast to say Darvin Ham get credit for playing a real lineup. He's an NBA coach.
Right, and those last wins y'all had, LeBron really got in his
You
bag.
got to put it into perspective. Darvin Ham has not really done much as a coach. So when he does the right thing, you got to applaud it.
That game against the Clippers, LeBron was crazy.
Yes, he was.
That was ridiculous. Like that,
One of the most fun LeBron
Yes.
games in recent history.
he literally just took the game over, bro.
You know, that was the first time his team has ever come back down 20 points in the
I
fourth
saw
quarter.
that, yeah.
that was
21
crazy.
years of
That means
playing.
his teams has never been down by 20.
No,
Or-
that
They
means-
never came
a
back
minute.
That means
Yeah,
it's
they
like,
definitely have been
back.
down.
Yeah.
sit his ass down.
Yeah.
It's no reason for you to be out there.
What a bad loss for the Clippers. Next team we have is the Chicago Bulls.
Too bad loss for the
that Kobe
Clippers,
White
man.
is the future.
Yes, Darrick. Yes, that's the only thing we've learned.
Yeah.
Him and Ayo DeSumo.
Yes.
That's what we learned.
I fully understand.
Ayo-
Wait,
that
hold
y'all
on. You
barely
was off
signed?
the IO train last year.
Uh-oh.
Talk.
Uh-oh.
He had
Okay.
this little sophomore slump, and then you
Hey,
was off.
hey, you know what's crazy?
What?
Who the hell are you to say that when you been off the Bulls train anytime they ain't on nothing? And all you can do is laugh. Look, look.
That's
He don't,
not even-
he don't even watch. He don't watch.
Look.
I was on the IO train last year. Still.
He ain't going on that. You know what's crazy? The craziest.
Because you were off the Kobe White train, by the way.
We all were.
No, we were not all.
No. All of us that don't glaze was
Okay.
off.
Word.
I said I think he was more so fitting as like a six
Six
man.
man.
That's what I was saying.
And guess what?
But guess what? He's a starting PG in this
You let
league.
Big Bro.
Oh, okay.
You
He's a
let
starting
Big-
PG
You
in the
let
league.
Big Bro influence you. It's okay.
I think I had already had that feeling, but I think now he's just proving that he's a legit starting guard. So
Just a starting guard or the best starting guard in the NBA eventually?
no,
Okay.
we going
See,
too far.
glazing.
Yeah, my fault.
But you know
He got
what's
steps
funny?
to go before I can say
We
that.
had that Vucevic his conversation, and that Nurkic go get 30 rebounds.
Yeah.
I told you Nurkic is better. I'm just messing with you.
Enough of the Bulls. Next thing we have is the Miami Heat.
They're the most confusing team out east. They sometimes look really good, and then they go through stretches where they don't look good. They literally have had a polarizing season of just up and down.
Yeah, I think there's good reasons for it. They can't get healthy.
They all been battling for the past couple seasons. They just been battling injuries, especially started off.
I learned that they need to make one more move. Got to be a big one. Got to be a big one. I don't know what it is, how you do it, but I learned that. I ain't gonna say I learned that.
The Heat also be in that. The Heat also be in that spot where they just be looking for not even necessarily what they need, just be looking for bodies.
Which is so crazy to think that a team like them is just looking just for a body.
The reason I say they need to make one more
find
move,
them too.
They do.
Yeah,
I like Hero.
Yeah.
I like the addition of Rozier and things like that. But I think they need a big person.
They need a big splash,
who's
yeah.
willing to play in a regular season at All-Star level. Not like Jimmy. I get why Jimmy want to do it, and his philosophy works. We've seen it. But I still think it's important to have that higher seeding and not be having to get it out the mud every single season. Shit, that's so taxing.
Yeah, and the Terry Rozier thing hasn't really quite hit
Yes.
as much as you would expect it
For
to hit.
sure.
I know he was hurt at the beginning. Luckily, it was nothing serious, and he's back now. But it still just hasn't hit as much as you would want it to.
It's unfortunate because everything he's saying and his mentality going into Miami, I was hoping it worked out because
I just
he
think
was
we
like,
were-
man, coming from Hornets, I'll do whatever Miami want me to do. They want me to defend, want me to pass, want me to sit in the corner. I just want to win some games. And
He said, remember, when I was in Boston, I was a good defender. I just didn't do that the last 4 years. But I
He's
can do
top
that
10 in
again.
Boston.
But I think also
called his ass Drew Bledsoe.
those stats we saw of him in Charlotte, we thought it would kind of translate here because
No,
he
no, no,
was
no,
a
no,
struggling
no, no.
offense.
Never
We
thought he was going to be a 20-point scorer with them.
I thought he would be at least
His
somewhat.
efficiency has tanked a bunch since then, though.
I thought he was going to be a much better scorer.
I thought he would still be able to go out there and get 18 or 20 just because this team, they needed offense.
I was looking for
Wasn't
14, 5, and 4. I was looking for that. What we got? 9, 3,
No, it's not
2?
9.
It's not 9.
It's 13.
Okay.
13 on 22% 3-point shooting.
Yuck.
Shit.
5 attempts.
Shit.
It'll be all right. Yeah, it's Terry Rozier.
I
know?
see- I rock with
Terry.
Terry Rozier. Maybe they should get Jalen Green.
Nope.
That would be.
They have Tyler Hero, who's a better version.
You 3-team flipping.
to get the worst player.
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out somebody who's going to be willing to play all season.
The next team is the Minnesota Timberwolves.
that the big lineup does work. That's kind of like the main thing because like last year it didn't work. They didn't look good as a duo. Now this year they both look amazing. One's a DPOY, one's an All-Star. It's all beautiful.
I was gonna say the same thing because I felt like Cat, although the numbers might like jump out you crazy, he's definitely made that two big man work. Like his ability to be just as effective. He just kind of gives you what you need in certain areas of the game when he needs to.
Yeah, and they do it. I think Chris Finch does a good job of like staggering their minutes. Sometimes Cat's the 5, sometimes Rudy is the 5. Sometimes they're playing with Nas Reed, and then they close out the game. Like they start together, and then they finish the game together. But in that in between area, he does a good job of not making them have to play a lot of minutes together.
I learned that we got to start accepting people for who they are, players. Rudy is who he is. It's working. We don't have to write it off because of last year. Cat is who he is. It's working. We don't got to ask him to be something he's not. And even like McDaniels, I was a person that was like super invested in that offensive season for McDaniels to happen. It still can. It hasn't been there, but it's okay. It's working with the Timberwolves. He maybe it's because he had such a banged up year, but I definitely still have belief that I think McDaniels has another step offensively in this game. He just had he just had a really
I
good
feel like
offensive
they're
game.
just kind of
Good
missing.
night. 26, I think.
They're still missing like a go-to set or just that go-to set to close out a game. I feel like sometimes they can go to just like Anthony
Big X
Edwards
and those
ISO,
guys over there.
and it can't always work.
What's
like
your
that.
favorite set?
What's my favorite set? I don't got no favorite set, but I
Dip
definitely
set.
I like inside-outside game, specifically not from a big too.
I think that it's kind of crazy to think that they have like legit like 4 really good defenders on the court. Like they have Nikhil, they have Rudy, they have Jaden McDaniels, they have Anthony Edwards.
They have Mike Conley.
They have Mike Conley as well. Like they have legit, really good defenders.
Just forget
all
Carl. Carl's improvement on defense don't matter.
I thought
over. Oh no, I'm not saying
he
that.
said really good.
No, I'm saying like very good defenders.
Okay.
I don't think.
Rudy Gobert is a Hall of Famer, man.
Yes, he is.
Kind of hard to
It
argue.
is what it is.
Yeah, he's a
Pe-
Hall
Yeah,
of
all those
people
damn
will
awards.
argue with you. Best
You
believe
can't
I've been,
argue
I've
the
been in those
accolades.
Somebody
conversations.
DM me like, hey, is Rudy Hall of Fame?
Come on, man, cut it the fuck out.
Well, me and dude
He's
talked about it.
Hey, he's a first ballot.
I
Hall
was
of
gonna say,
Famer.
all you really gotta
Not
do is
just a
kind
Hall
of
of
look at the accolades, bro.
Yes, that's all you
Just
need.
look at the
literally.
accolades.
Literally.
What's it gonna be? Is this his third or is this fourth DPOY?
I think it's fourth.
Fourth DPOY.
And he,
Imagine
and he's
winning
not. He
fourth
might not be.
defensive-
He might not be done.
Yeah.
He might not be done.
He is.
How you know? How you know
He
they
gonna
can't
say
replicate
Vic.
the next thing next year?
Victor Wembanyama
Victor
winning 12 in a
Wembanyama
row.
or Anthony
true.
Davis sneaking to get his.
True.
Anthony Davis is not getting one.
No, he's not.
I'm sorry.
Victor Wembanyama.
If he-
And the only reason I'm saying that because he's been on my short list for 5 years in a row.
Bro, this is one of his best defensive years. He's not even close to getting a DPO.
You know why?
Yeah.
Wow.
The advanced stats say they better with Donovan
Yeah, that's
Mitchell.
insane.
Vic about to be the next Nolan Arenado.
Just
Arenado won 11 straight. I think like this year was the first one Nolan Arenado didn't win in that third. It was Brian Hayes.
I love a no voters fatigue league.
Yeah,
You know
he
what
had
I'm
a
saying?
tough year. He did have a tough
Yeah,
year.
the NBA
'Cause me,
definitely gets
I ain't gonna
voted
lie, I
for
fuck around with a game.
Who won it? Key Brian Hayes.
Brian Hayes.
Shout out to our boy.
Brian Hayes.
What I've learned about the Minnesota Timberwolves is all of my preseason work of me telling people I didn't say they were gonna be the fucking 1 seed, but I was letting people know
Hey, shout out to you.
that this year was going to be a lot better.
He would be trying to act like
I
they
said
said.
that too.
He did.
Oh, but I made YouTube videos about it. Something he don't know nothing about.
Yeah,
he don't know nothing about.
He just be
YouTube.
saying it to Tyler in the Discord, and it'd be like, I said that too.
Yeah, I put my neck on the line, Darrick. A full 15-minute video with a comment section was on my ass.
I did
Now, if you was wrong, what was going to be the consequences?
Nothing.
Yeah.
I did it. In
I might get clipped and somebody tweet it. Who cares?
I did it on this podcast.
Uh-oh. He talking basketball on a basketball podcast.
He watched my video before the episode.
Right before it dropped.
Next seed, Milwaukee Bucks.
That Pat Bev has came and like given him a battery in their back.
Second year in a row. He came to the Bulls. You remember the Bulls were solid after the trade deadline.
They
too.
needed a guy like Pat Bev, is what I learned.
MLB The Show introduces a new role to the show mode where you can play out your career as a female player.
To what league?
The MLB.
What?
Look, this lady is a shortstop for the Guardians.
Wait, so I could have my person be a girl in the like
Guess so.
Damn, she just
what's it
smacked
called
them.
Diamond Dynasty?
I guess so.
Yeah, she just struck
Finna
out.
hit a bunch of Apple tacos.
They funny because you're not on a woman's team.
That's why I was. Yeah, that's
I
that's
thought it would
what.
be
No,
a softball or
she
something.
just hit a home run and got dogpiled by the Yankees. Aaron Judge like, yeah.
Imagine 6'9" Aaron Judge
Yeah.
jumping on the
Yeah,
dog pile.
Ashley, let's go.
What team was he on?
The Bucks. They had the best win of their season last night
Yeah. Shout out to Dame.
without Giannis.
Let him have a whole
Oh yeah,
floor.
oh yeah. This you. This you.
I'm not saying
That's
nothing
you.
about the Bucks. This is all you.
Hey man, listen. Dame came out and showed
Sound
you.
like some bullshit.
He came out and showed you what happens when the ball's fully in his hands.
We're
Now,
talking about the Bucks, and what did you learn? And you went to
I did.
Dame Lillard.
I already said what I learned about the Bucks. You
We
wasn't
didn't hear
listening.
that.
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
I
everybody
didn't
did. You
hear
was
it.
reading about
Yes,
girls
I
playing
was.
baseball. Come on now, lock
did.
in, lock in.
I am locked in. Damn it, I'm ready for MLB The Show. It's March in NBA.
We learned that the Bucks needed a guy like Pat Bev in that locker room. That's what we learned.
Now
So
talk-
how the
now-
hell did you get to Damian Lillard?
Now talk about Dame.
Because he had 41, his best game of the season. That they don't get that win.
Is that
without
his first 40 piece of the year? I think it
I'm
is.
pretty
Right?
sure, yeah.
I'll double
You
check.
learned something new from that?
That they needed Pat Bev. Yes.
No, I'm talking about Damian Lillard. You're talking about that, but you keep bringing up Dame Lillard. What did you learn?
I just told you what I
Oh my
learned.
God.
So what
It's not
does
his first, by the way.
So
It's his
what did
third.
Damian Lillard? What is that coming up for?
He still went off for 40. Bobby Portis also had that one hell of a game as well. 26 and 10 off the bench.
Do y'all want to guess their record when Dame drops 30 or more?
Undefeated.
They are 14-1.
Oh.
They
So
are
aggressive
14
Damian Lillard gets them
Aggressive
win?
Dame wins basketball
Yeah.
games.
Did you learn that,
I did.
That's
or did
something
you
I
already
last
know?
night.
definitely-
Or did you already know that?
Bro,
Actually, I don't even
14
think I
and
said
1
I
is
learned. And
insane.
I already knew Damian Lillard had to be aggressive for them to. That's why they brought him in.
I think that's what Dame learned last night. If
Yeah.
I be aggressive, we win.
Especially against a good Clippers team.
Damian
Yes.
Lillard, he get
Without
home-
Giannis?
they get the
Yes.
win. He get home. He walk through his condo. Cause I'm guessing he got like a little penthouse. you
Yeah,
know.
something.
Also,
He sits
Lillard-
on the couch. He turn on the TV. He like, I'm one of the top guards in the league. We can really do that.
Was this his breakthrough game?
I hope
Y'all
so.
think
What
Darrick
Dame
is a-
needs
I
is
think
just
and
D
hope so.
Mills in his ear right before the game. D Mills gonna hype him up.
Yeah.
Nah,
I think it's just Pat
D
Bev.
Mills is either gonna hype him up or distract him. What you think Jason Tatum though season on tacos with at that
Oh,
Like, damn, I went to this event. I think you need to start doing that. When you have these events, have food, man. They call him Taco J. What is you? Double burger Dame? Double bacon burger Dame? Come on, bro. You see DJ Khaled get the biggie bag at Wendy's? We gotta get you something like that, man. Damn, what you like, fat guy? You know, I used to work for Dick. Portillo.
Hell no.
what I learned is that LeBron effect is real too. Wait for it.
Bro, I'm done with these dudes, bro.
No, you ain't let me get to it. Malik Beasley, we brought Malik Beasley in.
What? Oh, never mind. I'm not even gonna say what I was about to say.
We brought
Never
in
mind.
Malik Beasley. He barely was hitting shots. Then went to the Fed. Now he one of the best 3-point shooters in the league the next year.
I feel like I'm high.
That shit do not feel real, right? The LeBron James effect. What did we learn about the Bucks? You said the LeBron James effect. That was his answer.
Oh, I'm crying.
I didn't know where that was going. I thought we was
You
talking-
had to wait for
I
it.
thought he
You
was
had to
talking
wait
about
for
the
it.
Lakers for a second.
No, you had to wait for it. It's about Malik
man.
Beasley.
He
Because I
found-
really believed in
but
Malik
my
Beasley.
thing
Bro,
is,
that is actually glazing, though.
Wow.
you found a way to weave that shit back to the Lakers and LeBron.
Yes,
Because
bro.
he just played that last year for him.
But
And he was a
still.
big addition.
I get that.
Now he one of the best 3-point shooters in
But
the
what
league.
does that say about the Bucks, though? Nothing. That's nothing.
And to be honest with you, that it's glazing because it could be y'all effed him up. He sucked with y'all. It might
He came
be.
out and said I think he said he had some stuff going on, but he said he didn't prepare for the season at all.
Yeah, because you know why? He spent this whole summer with Larson Pippen. That's all I saw him doing. Is it not with y'all? I'm not even being funny.
They was at the mall. They was doing everything.
The
yeah.
mall. He's a gazillionaire. I mean, not a gazillionaire. He's a millionaire. Malik Beasley ain't shopping in no damn mall.
He had an Abercrombie.
The mall is when you with a girl, you have nothing else to do. You
And y'all just chilling.
Yes.
Y'all walking around.
You sat in the house
hit the
for too
Auntie
long.
Annie's.
Yeah, something like that. But Malik Beasley, I've seen
What I learned about-
Malik
They
Beasley
got a
dress.
monopoly
What I
on
learned
He's
about the
not
Bucks
going to the mall.
in real time is what we all currently said with Dame Lillard. When I remember earlier, I was like, when we was talking about superstars, or whatever, and I was like, Damian Lillard fell off a little bit. It's because he
Damn.
wasn't as aggressive as he needed to be.
He fell off.
I do remember you saying that, yeah. What I learned is that Adrian Griffin really was the worst coach in the league. And now they were 30-16.
That is such a crazy statement to say to a team that was 30 and 16.
They were 30-16.
He wasn't. It's a real thing with locker room or like player coaches that they like. Our guy likes this guy. We gonna bring him in.
Only thing Doc Rivers, well, not only thing, because he's done a lot. The main thing Doc Rivers told them is when a shot go up, you run back on defense. That changed the whole season.
Mm-hmm.
Adrian Griffin was not getting to Giannis's brain
But
saying,
see,
get
that's
back.
why I always say the eyes. Because, yeah, if you look at the box score, like, he had 30. But then you might watch the game and be like, man, this motherfucker weak.
That was Jalen Green.
That 30, he just did all that to get that 30. Same thing with coaching. He got Giannis and Dame. They going to win some games. You know what I'm saying? They ain't going to get too bad. They weren't finna be 12 and 37.
Yeah.
But it's like to win a championship, yeah, they had the Spurs is in them lighting them up.
They had a lot of scenarios that like
I'm never gonna forget that about
he's
this
not
season.
the right coach for him,
That's
bro.
that's
He had
a random
right before he
moment.
got fired. I think I was showing KB. It was somebody had put the meme up or whatever of Giannis. He was drawing up the play.
Oh, yeah.
For one of the last
Giannis had
plays of the game.
clipboard.
Yeah,
Giannis actually did have the clipboard.
He did. No, that was a real thing.
I'ma never
Giannis
forget
talking
that,
about
though.
in the film room. He got to be the one that's speaking up. He got to point out everything.
But
He
also,
said he got
Giannis
tired
also
of it.
said he don't watch film. So
yeah. So
Well, Giannis just be talking.
the Clippers, speaking of the best win of the season, one of the worst wins, or one of the worst losses for this season for the Clippers.
I've learned that if you give Ty Lue 10 games, he could flip it around. That's really it.
I'm genuinely worried about the Clippers.
I am too, but I'm also not in a way. I think that they can figure it out. Like, they're going through a little rough stretch right now, but I think that was inevitable. They were playing so damn good. Eventually, they're going to hit some sort of adversity. You can't play that great at all season, at least unless you're the Boston Celtics.
I was about to say, some teams are showing that you can.
But, like, the Clippers aren't the Celtics. So realistically, they're going to hit some sort of turmoil.
I don't know, man.
Because they played so damn good leading up to this little stretch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So-
was it 20-6 or something like
Yeah,
that? Like
so-
they were amazing.
They're going to eventually play somewhat bad. Not
What I learned from the Clippers is maybe they don't need load management, and we're still there because we got some time during the season, but now time left in the season. This is probably the most I ever seen them play all together.
yeah.
But now,
That still got a little bit left.
That's
but
why it
this-
made me think that maybe they do need load management. The way they hooping and
Yeah.
got all these injuries and,
But
and
it's
all
been
of
good
that.
to see them play during the regular season and get that. We just haven't. I feel like they always come together late in the season, and it's like then they also got to deal with the injury that comes up. Like they haven't had it together, but now they got their point guard. For right now, they still got their guys waiting on Westbrook to come back, but they have a pretty decent roster.
Yeah. As long as they got their PG and James Harden, I think they'll be okay.
I love the fact that they did have a stretch of dominance, so that they know what they can do and what they are capable of. Because all that really matters for them is the playoffs. They're one of those teams where, like, at this point, yeah, it would have been cool to get that number 1 seed, or if you could, and they still can go up and around, not necessarily maybe to number 1, but 3 or whatever.
Their defense has not looked good recently. That scares me.
And I think rough patches like this is good. I think you learn.
I-
from
when
it.
you have
that's really it.
I also believe that when you do have a defender like a Kawhi, when you need those stops and you need to lock in, he can lock in for you.
The last 2 months, they're ranked number 2 in offense, which is damn good. In this time frame, 18-9, which is one of the best records in the league. But the defense is only sitting at 16th. Just something to monitor as we get closer and closer to the playoffs. The next team is the Phoenix Suns.
That all the big names don't always equate to like being really good. Like you can get KD, Book,
Did you learn
Bradley
that,
Beal.
or did you know that from
but-
previous things?
But I also think it can.
It
Then
can.
they got
He's
in the
got
healthy.
to be on the
Yeah.
court together.
Yeah. But like I don't know, just all those names together hasn't quite equated to like the team dominance that you would like to see. I know that they haven't played a lot of minutes together. I know it's only like 400 or so, but like still, even if you have 2 of those dudes, you would still feel like they could still be a very good team.
And now Book is out for at least a week. If we went back to the offseason, knowing what we know now, do you think that the Suns pull off that trade to bring in Bradley Beal, or do they look a different direction?
They definitely look in a different direction. I don't think they're.
Remind me of what they gave up.
It's like Chris Paul and 2 picks or something. I'll double check, but it was something like that.
Yeah.
And then Chris Paul eventually got
I
flipped
think it
again.
makes you think just because the team has done what it has without Bradley Beal there, you got to think what if we could have substituted that for something else, maybe we could be in a little bit of better position, just like what we have a little bit more. But what I learned from the Suns is that it's just way too small. I feel like once the center is out the player, they just really small. The 30 rebounds is crazy, but that's the type of stuff that they need.
I've never really looked at them and say that they were too small.
I think they're small.
I just
too.
think they don't have enough role players. I think
Yeah,
they went
yeah.
out and they just got a bunch of iffy guys and prayed that
Something hit.
this will be their year. Yeah. Maybe Josh Okogie would play good, or Utah's gonna keep shooting the ball like he did last year. Eric Gordon. They just have so many random role players that I just think
And
that
it
they
didn't
need.
seem that bad when the season started. You know,
That
it
would be
always
what I would
changes.
want to do. I would want to redo the Beal trade and get like a legitimate role player that I can really rely on. That's
This
someone-
trade is huge. I
Because
didn't
that's how you
remember
got
it being.
Nurkic and Nasir Little, right?
No, it's
No.
Bilal Coulibaly's in this trade and Jarris Walker. So somehow the Pacers got into it. The Suns got Bradley Beal, Jordan Gowen, Isaiah Todd. The Wizards got Chris Paul, Landry Shamet, Bilal Coulibaly, because again, flopping picks with the Pacers. A 2024 swap, a 2026 swap, a 2028 swap, a 2030 swap, a second round pick in 2024, 25, 26, 27, 28, and 30. They actually got a lot.
Bro, they got a lot.
But again, we're talking about swaps, you know.
That's
the
a
Suns might
lot,
be
though.
good still, so these swaps may never convey. But I don't remember it being
That's a lot.
second round picks. And yeah,
That's a lot for Bradley Beal.
it's a lot. But in the time, it wasn't though.
Yeah.
But now it's like, that's a lot.
I just hope he gets back. He can get healthy and stay on the court.
That's a lot of draft capital for
It
Bradley
is.
Beal.
It is.
To think that.
Especially when he said, I want to go to the Suns, he had a no trade clause.
Yeah.
But maybe that was the reason. I don't know. I don't want to have like a 2020 hindsight moment, like revisionist history, because I don't think in the time it felt like a lot at all. I think we were all like, man, the Wizards didn't get anything back.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what the general take was, but they had no lever. Anyway, is that it on the Suns?
Yeah.
Kevin Durant is still a monster. He's aging like fine wine. The next team we're going to go to is the Sacramento Kings.
That the honeymoon phase was last year, and now this year it's kind of like it's a little tough. They kind of hit reality a little bit. Last year, shocked the league, 3rd seed, looking really good. Then this year, they're like sitting at 8th, so 7th.
I felt like they kind of stayed the same.
Yeah.
They stayed the same a little bit, even took a step back while everybody around them kind of got better, it felt like. But what I learned from this year is they're just not as good as they are to close out the games as they were last year.
Yeah, De'Aaron Fox was the clutchest player in the league.
They just don't have that same type of feel. I've seen them actually blow more games than I feel like actually them close them out.
At this time, so they are 60 games into the season, right?
Mm-hmm.
Last year, they're 60 games into the season. They are 34-28, right? That equals 60, I think.
Say it again.
34 and 26 equals.
I'm
60.
sorry. Yes, that's me not knowing how to read numbers.
28,
26.
Okay.
So that's 60 games to the season, correct? 60 games into the season last year.
Holy shit. Wi-Fi being
Their record was 35-25.
Mhm.
So
But
they're one game difference.
It's a
The league
field
is just
difference.
deeper.
It's a field difference.
But this is not the same team that they were last year.
the Suns.
No, the Kings.
Oh,
The records say that this is, and again, I know what you're saying,
I think that's a
but
bad thing,
they're
though.
one game different. And if they win last night, they had the exact same record they did last year.
Mm-hmm.
You know
But
what I'm saying?
having the same record as they did last year puts them in a different standing because the league just got better.
Yeah.
They didn't get any better. That's kind of the issue.
yeah. I see what Darrick's saying.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same shit from last year. Means you didn't grow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You were relying on De'Aaron Fox to have the same season he had last year.
No, you relied on Keegan Murray to
and
take it.
Yeah, Keegan Murray too, but also he's still developing. You
Yeah.
can't really say that was something that
I feel
But
like
he was one
Sabonis
of the
has
best
had
rookies in the
this is
game.
Sabonis'
He
best
was.
year.
Yeah.
Sabonis has been great.
Yeah.
For him not to be an All-Star is still ridiculous.
Yeah, right now they have the 14th ranked offense, 22nd ranked defense, which again, last year they were one of the best offensive teams in basketball.
And they didn't have a 22nd defense either.
Yeah. I'm gonna see where they ended
They were a
last year.
respectable defense last year.
They also carry them same. I feel like they turn the ball over a lot. De'Aaron Fox turned the ball over. They have a lot of late game turnovers that kind of screw them up.
Yeah, Sacramento was the number 1 ranked offense in basketball last year. 25th defense, so the defense was never good.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
I could've swore it was-
they're better defensively
I
this
could have
year.
swore their defense was better last year.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of crazy.
But they're no longer the number 1 offense. So that's the big thing.
Yeah.
Because a lot of that is, De'Aaron Fox has been amazing for the last couple months. He's starting to ramp it up a little bit, but last couple months he ain't been amazing. And some of the other role players. Shout out to Malik Monk though.
That's my guy.
Man, I hope they're gonna be able to keep him.
The number 1 ranked offense last year would be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th ranked offense this year.
Kings also had.
That's crazy.
They also had the 5th hardest schedule
Left or completed.
completed. They've played the toughest. The
So
fifth
not bad then. Not really bad. All right, next thing we could get to. Did we get to Dallas yet? I don't think we got to Dallas yet.
No.
Look, that Kyrie and Luka can do their thing, man. People was having big question marks, concerns about that. They thriving.
What I learned about the
others for
Mavericks too, Derek Lively was perfect for them. He's been amazing. I think he's been exactly kind of what they needed
You
with
ain't
that
learned
center
that. I
spot.
told you that on draft night.
You ain't tell me. I learned that watching.
No, I told you that on
Intellect.
draft night.
No, you did.
So you don't. So my draft knowledge. It don't mean nothing to you.
I ain't say that.
Because we watched the draft together, and at
We
10,
did.
I said that's the perfect fit for them because he's going to do this.
I was saying that
and the
with
third.
you though. I ain't just learned that from you. I learned that myself.
Oh, I didn't say it to discredit you, Daddy.
Oh, okay. But no, we
So
we learned it together.
So did you learn it then? I
That
asked
was
you
my-
what
that
you
was-
learned about the
that
Dallas
was my whole
Mavericks.
point,
But
yeah.
you just said you
that was
already
more
knew
so
that.
a prediction.
Oh,
'Cause I
I
ain't
was
see
telling
you.
you. I wasn't predicting. I was
Oh.
telling you. So you did learn that from me.
Yeah, I learned that from
Okay.
you.
Okay. Because when
Nah.
you tell me he got Hall of Fame clamps, I learned that from you. I ain't afraid to say that.
Okay.
When I learned that Malik Beasley is from the LeBron effect, I learned that from you. I ain't my mind didn't even get back to the Lakers when we talked about the
I
Bucks.
appreciate the credit, man.
What else have we learned about the Dallas Mavericks?
That they're a dangerous team, but they also are a team that's not a contender.
So the shit you knew.
What are we doing here?
What?
We knew what
What-
today's
I thought
episode was.
coming
Why I
to the
feel like
season-
everybody's
I
just
thought
coming off the top of
into
their
a season that they were a contender. I thought Luka and Kyrie was enough. Like I thought they were a contender coming into the season.
So now he's just gonna talk out of his ass.
I don't. So when we do our first episode of the predicting teams, and you thought that the Dallas Mavericks were a contender,
I thought they were a legit contender.
as constructed in October.
He said Grant Williams. I got them as a contender.
Are you being
They were
serious?
good.
There,
They
you
looked-
did-
I thought they would look decent.
I don't think you said
But no,
that.
looking decent is different than winning a championship.
No, but I had thought that they would be a legit dangerous team.
That's still different than being
No,
a
they
contender.
were a contender.
I don't think I remember you saying that, bro.
I wouldn't say that. I think we were just based it on like what they got going on, and what they're gonna do is gonna probably revolve around Luka. It wasn't around like the confidence in the other roster.
I just thought of them having a full season of Luka and Kyrie that was going to be enough.
I haven't loved it recently. I think we mentioned 1-4 in their last 5. I mentioned earlier the
I'm still
defense is
tripping that
not.
you just try to look us in our face and tell us that you thought the Mavs. KB saying what he's saying don't mean you had to talk out of your ass. You just had to say what you feel like you learned. The objective of this is to say what we feel we've learned based off the season. If somebody gonna do it, somebody gonna go back and look at that episode, and I don't think you're gonna be saying that they were a
I don't
contender.
remember what I said, honestly.
I know
So
it.
you just admitted to it?
Yeah.
I think I could put some money out of my pocket and put it on you not saying that they were
I put a
contender.
lot of money
Because
out of
we
my
would have got
pocket.
on your ass. We would have that would have literally been viral because we all would have been like, "What? You stupid mother!"
Dang, we're doing that.
Well, is Jason? I think you got to ask, is Jason Kidd like the right person for it?
Dallas
too?
Maverick fans are calling for his name.
Mhm.
They don't want him there anymore.
I like Jason Kidd. I think every fan base does this when they don't. But at the same time, it's like kind of like the Doc Rivers shit. You still gonna have to run into certain things. You still gonna have Kyrie, you're gonna have Luka, and you're gonna have a bunch of guys in between that I think you're kind of. Now, if you can get somebody to come in and make Josh Green that guy, then hey, fire Jason Kidd. But don't fire him, and then you bring in the new guy, and you realize that it ain't much of difference from. Because I think a lot of fans be doing that. They want a new coach, and then a new coach come in, and you still got the same problems. Coaches, it ain't too many coaches that's gonna turn role players into high level role players.
I was trying to figure out if there are coaches that could be on the market this offseason. It don't matter.
Jock Vaughn, he's out there now.
He's definitely on the market.
Be careful what you wish for.
Go pry Kenny Atkinson away. Get him away from that assistant
If
job.
if those jobs that was out there before couldn't get him, I don't know.
Well, the last job was Charlotte, and he turned that shit down.
He accepted
accepted it and then
he
turned it
accepted
down.
it. He accepted it.
Also, he probably thought the Warriors were going to be a lot better than what they are.
So now he might be.
But guess what? That job probably finna be available too. He can go back.
Or he could sit on the bench for the next 2 years. That's when Steve Kerr's contract is up.
Which I think all of them are going to do. Klay Thompson deal is going to be a 2-year. They're all going to just leave together or pivot together.
Do they get a last dance?
Hell
You
no.
know they're gonna put it together, bro.
They missed their chance for that.
They gonna put it
They
together,
gonna trade.
bro.
They gonna trade.
You
for
can't do
LeBron
your
for their
last dance
there
and
you
Klay Thompson is going through all of this, bro. He deserves better. I don't want to see Klay Thompson in his last dance on some coming off the bench.
0 for 7 from 3.
Yeah, nah.
2 for 14 on the game.
Now you got these young kids acting like Klay Thompson won never nothing. Nah, I ain't letting him go out like
You
that.
don't think Klay Thompson could go on a tour by himself to prove that the documentary wasn't right, like the Bulls doing?
Luke Longley.
Luke Longley, like all of that is not true. It's funny.
Got Scottie Pippen with braids on stage. Talking about that's not true.
Scottie Pippen has flipped his mind 100 times. Remember he said Jordan was not the GOAT
And
and
then
it was
he is the
LeBron,
GOAT.
and now he's saying he is the
Yeah.
GOAT, and then he said he's not the GOAT the next place on the tour. He don't know what the hell he want.
Scottie Pippen is a weird dude.
Which is
Leave
crazy.
it at that. Next team. Give me a sentence, Darrick. What have you learned about the Portland Trailblazers this year?
I have learned that
We're rebuilding.
I don't know. This is a hard team to gauge, just because it's not really much to learn from them. They're kind of just, It's not. I expected that. Like I didn't really come into the season with not much. I kind of knew everything about this thing. I knew Anthony Simon was going to be doing this thing. I knew Scoot was going to be doing what he's doing. I just feel like that's really it.
Mike in the group chat.
Well, I don't know what the hell you just said.
He didn't say anything. Mike in the group chat, as we were trying to figure out what today's episode is going to be about, gave us a list of 5 different things. You said,
Oh, I like that one.
what we learned about every team sounds decent. So in my mind, you was going to come into the episode with 30 things you've learned, one for every single team. And
Some
your
things-
favorite team, you ain't got nothing you learned.
I haven't learned anything about the Blazers.
That's fine.
That boy took a 3 minutes saying nothing. No, I learned that DeAndre Ayton is like, I don't even know the word for it. But there was a part of me came into this year where I was like, could he get rejuvenated, change the scenery? Maybe it was the Suns. You know, it's 2 sides to the story. Maybe it was the Suns. Maybe it was the Monty Williams thing. Who knows? It wasn't.
He'll have a game where he have 19 and 20, and you'll be like, oh, snap. And then the next game,
I was a big
8 and
believer.
9.
I thought he needed to change the scenery. I thought he just needed a little something different. But it's
Give me Doo-Wop Reith.
Yeah.
He just had 20.
Some players just got
Against
hit.
Rudy Gobert. Yeah.
Man hit 5 threes.
That's enough. Toronto Raptors.
Do I breathe?
Oh, now you know the Blazers. Nah, I'm just messing with you.
She got a real contract. Toronto Raptors. What have we learned about Toronto Raptors?
What I learned is OG was carrying a lot of that defense. But this guy,
Okay, I will give a real answer. What I've learned is that Darko Rajakovic is in the right place just at the wrong time. His offensive scheme is so pretty elite, but he has 0 shooters. They're towards the top of the league when it comes to assists per game, and that's without them having the shooting around. So I believe that eventually when we see some of the players that you're a part of, the Emmanuel Quickleys, the people that you've attached yourself to, get better three-point shooters, their offense will be better. Or if you bring in that three talent. Because like Grady Dick has had a run of the last couple weeks. He's got like real minutes.
Finally,
and he's
yeah.
looked good in the offense. Darko has them moving. He's got them cutting. He's got the offense looking good. So just give him more time, and Darko will have them looking okay.
that's the same offense he took from the Knicks.
It might be. It might be. Yeah. Is that still going on?
Yeah.
It is?
No, I don't know.
Didn't they just make another trade too? Did they just make a trade at the deadline together? Oh, well, the RJ Barrett trade. That's the one I'm thinking about. It's like, hey, we
That was a
stole.
big trade.
Yeah, we stole from you. Here's OG Anunoby.
The Raptors,
You don't have to go further.
it kind of went. I was gonna pull a mic. It kind of went to my Knicks. It just made me feel like I learned that like I'm okay with giving up Emmanuel quickly. I know a lot of Knicks fans like, I'm cool.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Next team, Atlanta Hawks.
How much money he finna get?
I would probably guess 23 annually.
I was about to say 22.
That's what I would hope his market is at, but I don't know.
Kinda
The
feel like-
only thing he gonna do is raise the prices on my stylist.
Oh,
Her rates gonna change because now she got Emmanuel quickly.
Emmanuel quickly paying me $2 million per fit.
Damn, perfect. It's crazy.
Perfect is crazy.
Hey, that's NBA money.
He in debt after that.
He better have the
played
wrong
4
expensive
games and it's
offense.
over with.
That's 14 mil a week. She making crazy money.
Well, yeah, hopefully he's like get dressed.
He got her getting him dressed on a Sunday.
It's
Just to
it's
hang out
the
at the
travel
crib.
day. It's
Yeah.
the travel day. You on
What
the
you doing?
plane.
Going to North Riverside?
Atlanta Hawks.
I think the main thing we learned is that it's Jalen Johnson and one of the guards is the future. That's kind of the main thing that you kind of learn with this team.
I think Jalen Johnson is it's the future. That's literally what we learned.
It's so insane to me that we've got the Jalen Johnson breakout and it hasn't meant anything because the rest. This team is the 28th ranked defense behind Charlotte and Washington
They had the most terrible loss the other day. I think we
against the
talked-
Nets.
Nets,
Back to back.
yeah.
They lost
The
2 times
Nets,
against the
bro.
Nets.
And you know how hard it is to lose to a team back to back? Usually
Yes.
And the Nets.
And the
Then the
bad team,
Nets.
too.
The Nets is bad.
I don't know. This team makes no sense. You know, we were riding the all-time high. I had them hard over. Quinn Snyder's in, boom, 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 defensive-minded coach. None of that shit has mattered.
Yeah.
And you say Jalen Johnson, one of the guards. Hell, I'm hoping it's Jalen Johnson and none of the guards.
I think
Start
Jalen
fresh.
Johnson is like the main like concrete guy that you could say is like a lock.
Yes.
That's the only thing you've learned about this
I think
team.
you take calls on everybody else.
Yes.
I
I
think,
think available. Everybody's available.
Yeah, that is exactly what we learned. Jalen Johnson, like, because with the current structure of the team, even when they brought in Quinn Snyder, like they keep bringing in coaches, and you're like, man, maybe the coaches ain't really mattering. It's a lot deeper than I think we've thought.
Yeah.
I think we thought, hey, you bring DeJounte in, you shake it up. Even if the DeJounte shit don't go right, you pick one of those guys. I think this
You
is
got
a
rid
lot.
of John Collins. That was the excuse
Yup,
for 2-3
yup,
years.
yup.
You got rid of him.
Yeah.
No more fall guy now.
No more fall guy. And I think it's cool because I think we're going to realize, GMs are going to realize that we can't just say we've seen DeJounte Murray play a certain way for the first 5 years of his career, and we're going to see him switch to this style of play
Like
for
it's
us.
2K. Yeah.
Just not. We can't just throw talent together. Like, they have to actually fit. And on paper, you thought it could, and it has not.
That's what I was saying about the Pacers. Like,
Let's talk about the Pacers. That's our next team.
the Pacers, I'm not really on that getting on Tyrese Halliburton's ass, and like he was hurt, then he came in and had to figure out how to play with Pascal after he's being used to playing with Buddy Hield. And I said that on the Heliocentric, like, it's not 2K where you just make a trade and the chemistry is just, we know how to play together.
Bro,
That's a hot zone.
Once you got a new person on your team, especially a person that's going to be heavily involved, usually it's that honeymoon phase where it's like, I want you to feel like you can still do your thing. Like, I'm gonna give you the ball. I'm gonna give you a couple extra shots so you can get your flow
Yeah, we
and
come
everything.
back
Like,
to reality.
It's gonna take some time. It takes time, bro.
What have we learned though?
I'll be honest with you. I learned that Aaron Nesmith was like a real player.
That's
a
one of
good
my favorite
Aaron
players.
Nesmith is
Like, I did not see this coming. I remember he got traded for Malcolm Brogdon. Bleacher Report tweeted a picture what the Pacers got back in return for Malcolm Brogdon. It was that SpongeBob meme, but SpongeBob only has a paper clip, the penny, and what is it, a piece of string?
Yep.
Or something like that.
You know what's funny? When
And
that
Aaron
trade
Nesmith's
happened,
great.
I had said Aaron Nesmith was in a situation now where he can go and develop.
And now he
become
has.
a
It's
real
just now he
basketball
don't got to
player.
play the 4 like he did last year.
But they still got him doing it now, and he's doing a damn good job. He's
He's
like
the
top 5 in catch and shoot numbers, points per possession, top 5 off screens, points per possession.
I've never seen the
great.
numbers either, but it wouldn't surprise me if he's one of those, I guess, quote unquote guards from his size. But he gets a lot of blocks for his size.
Well, he's literally their best defender.
Yeah.
He for a team that's terrible defensively,
He's the guy that you count on.
He's the only guy that can actually go out there and defend.
Yeah.
That's kind of really all we learned. They have one legitimate defender.
I learned that the upgrades on the Gainsbridge Field House, or whatever the hell it's called,
Yeah.
are pretty damn good when we went to All-Star. Comparing to what that arena looked like when I was there, I went there in 2021.
Yeah, it was my first time ever being
Yeah,
there.
I didn't know there were upgrades.
It's a lot better.
Because wasn't it like Argo type shit?
Yes, it was like this big ass Coliseum type thing, and it still kind of gives that feel a little bit, but it was definitely a lot. The concourse area where you're walking around, has been a lot upgraded. So they spent their money in the right places, and then they spent some money to go get Pascal. Going to spend some more money to keep him. Next thing, Cleveland Cavaliers.
That Donovan Mitchell is an MVP candidate. Like, I didn't know that he was. I knew he was good.
Is he?
and, like, without him, this team is just not that good.
I learned I learned for the first time since he's been over there that they could do a lot more. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to discredit, but like, I've never pictured this team without having Darius Garland. This is the first year where I'm like, Darius Garland. My GM mind is saying throw him out there. And I like Darius Garland. It's not because he's bad. It's just because
he's
Donovan
playing so good.
Mitchell-
I was thinking this last night. I was like, Donovan Mitchell.
Who was the swap they kept talking about Darius Garland for?
In Brandon Ingram.
Brandon
I was like, Donovan Mitchell might have hit his peak. And not saying he can't get better, but I was like, the thing he was missing was that point guard-esque like playmaking. And it's just like, he's been doing that all this year. He can do the combination of scoring and also getting his team involved. And I think that's probably one of the hardest things to do as a guard, especially a scoring guard. So I got a lot of faith in Donovan Mitchell.
What I learned is that it was Jared Allen this whole time.
Yep.
No disrespect to Emo. Emo was top 3 in DPOY. Jared Allen's the better defender. Didn't really think
They
about it
put up
last
the
year.
same numbers.
Yeah, it's like identical.
16 and 10,
Yeah.
16 and 10. Like,
They'll literally both have this. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
you ever be on a computer on your
Yeah.
PC and you got something open and you can just duplicate tab? It just duplicated tab.
But I still do think in like 2 years, Jared Allen's probably out the door.
Maybe.
Also, I think it's that they also proved a little bit that, like, again, when you just throwing talent together, when they brought in Donovan Mitchell, they was like, obviously, we think this is going to work. It's not going to just happen in 1 year. You need time to see how the team going to pan out. They see they also need the role players. They needed shooting, so they went out, got players like George's
But they
name,
was
Matt
good last
Shue.
year.
They was.
To be the first year, they was real good.
I'm just saying, when it's that first team, especially when it's the first team that comes together for the first year, you got to lower the expectations a little bit.
Let me ask you this.
It's getting your feet wet first.
Does it worry you about their ceiling if they're having a quote-unquote better year to you and they're in the same basically spot?
Not really.
Just
Just
like, where do you project them? What's your expectation for them in the postseason?
I expect them to get at least to the second round. I think a first round exit would be a disappointment.
Was that your expectation last year? You wanted them to beat the Knicks, right? Them losing to the Knicks was a disappointment. So they're kind of in the same spot, even though to you it seems they're having a way better year.
I
Donovan
think so.
Mitchell, yeah. That's what make me feel like
I only said
you might have to
I only
pivot.
said and just because it's the seeding. I wasn't really too worried about them being the number 1 seed. It still seems like Boston out there. They're just the better team, you know.
Let's get to Boston. That's our next team on the
Hey,
list.
KB.
What have we learned?
Nothing.
We knew all of this.
Porzingis is the real deal, Holyfield.
No, you learned that? I'll come over there and punch you in your jaw. You tell me you learned that.
Porzingis is the real
Did
deal,
you learn
Holyfield.
that this year?
I guess
Or did big bro tell you that?
I
since
know he
came
could be
over?
the second best. He could be the second best player on the championship team. I didn't know that.
Bro. Say it again. They're not even
And Mike got the
Boy,
puppy
yo,
dog
Chris.
eyes.
Say it again.
Bro, let me
Albert.
stand up.
But, bro,
Mike got intimidated.
That's how dude got hit in when he was doing that one podcast because he did not get up.
Oh,
Dude
yeah.
got all in his face. He's just standing
He got
sitting
spit
down.
on and sat down. Yeah. Yeah.
that's a teacher
Wait, get in your microphone, please.
This a teacher worst fear.
And Austin, the teacher behind the desk, like, what he go?
Say that again. Do that again.
I'll do it.
Call me
again.
out my name again. That's boy. That's the worst fear. But at the same time, you heard also say, excuse me, sit down. That's also giving me it ain't the teacher's biggest fear because the teacher will come around. Our teacher used to be like, hey, leave him alone. Stop that, you guys.
That's because teachers got soft. I saw a teacher body slam a student before.
Kyron got body slam.
Nuh-uh. Terrence, a good dude named Terrence, but I missed this mute. Never forget.
I'll never forget when you fought Jacob and he beat your ass.
Getting your ass beat by somebody named Jacob.
Jacob was like this all. I remember when Tyler was finna stab you. True
Yeah, I
story. Tyler was finna stab your ass, boy. That was crazy. I remember being at a party. He said that, and it was just like me, him, and Terrence. I told Tyler, like, bro, stop saying that shit, bro.
At
'Cause,
first,
like,
I thought you said I was at a party and I heard him saying that. I was like, what the hell was y'all at?
we was in there. And I don't even remember why did y'all get into it. They got into it to the point where they was really talking about fighting, and Tyler was like, well, you know, we being goofy
Yeah.
friends, and we like, all right, when Mike see you.
Tyler
And-
really wanted to get gloves for the kickback and all that.
Yes. And Tyler was like, if he tries something, I'm going to stab
What?
him. And I'm like, Tyler,
What
why
happened
would
that
you
one
say
day
that?
where he was like
Like,
he
we're
texted in the
joking,
chat,
bro. We're joking.
I need
Y'all
to
are
find some new friends.
I don't want to talk about what caused that.
But I had to tell him, like, Tyler, y'all are friends, bro. We're joking. We're not finna let you stab him. What are you talking
Definitely
about?
not finna
Like,
just
Y'all
what's
say
can
that.
get the gloves.
Patty Mills just signed with the Miami Heat.
Hey, wait. That's crazy.
Why are you acting like LeBron just got traded?
No, because you remember when we did like the big. We
Hey,
did,
he is having an all-time episode right now.
No. I called that. Not too long ago.
Good job, Darrick.
That's all. I said that when they did the Terry Rozier trade, I had said Patty Mills would be a guy that I would want involved in that deal to get there.
How?
Wait, no. I'm talking about the DeJounte trade. When we did that, we did our own trade deadline thing. I had Patty Mills going to the Heat because I said that he would be a great guy coming off their bench.
Hey, I'm proud of you, bro. You knew that. You
He
told
would
them.
be a great guy coming off their bench in 2024.
Yeah,
You told them. You told us. You told us.
yeah.
You was
Right.
right.
Patty Mills had the fade.
Yeah. What high school? I mean, what college you went to? Oh, what high school you went to?
That'd be a crazy segment just started.
What high school Brown went to?
St. Vincent, St. Mary.
Hey, my boy, on my birthday. That's all I wanted was for you to get that right.
St. Mary's.
Yes.
What I've learned,
What made you? Did I not say it right?
Patty Mills went to St. Mary.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but I see what you're saying because you said St. Vincent, St. Mary.
No, yeah,
I
two,
thought I had
two
said
different
it wrong.
schools. Two
Yeah.
different schools.
What I've learned about the Boston Celtics is they do have an in-between game. Everybody talks about what happens when the Boston Celtics three-point shot won't fall. What happens when it don't fall? Over the last 5 games, we've seen it. Oh, discount the Warriors game because they shot 53s that game. You know what I'm saying? You are by a lot, but like the games leading up to that, the game against the Dallas Mavericks, the in-between game was real, and I still feel confident in them because like we can't look at them 60 games into the season and see that their record is 48-12 and say, well, when the shots not falling, they can't win. Motherfucker, you think they shots have fallen 48 straight
They've
games?
won
No.
games without some of their best players on the
That's
team.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like they
They
have
pulled out wins.
it is a bit scary, right? It is a bit scary to say that they are bottom 10 and paint touches a game, for sure. But they have showed us that when the shots are not falling, then they can do it. Like, why would I give you a rim touch if Mike is 5 for 5 from 3 right now? Keep shooting your threes, Mike. That's kind of the idea.
They scared. They are untouchable.
I knew they were good.
They scary.
Yeah.
And they got like a flawless 5.
Yeah.
They do.
And then
they do.
there's
They're role-
the 6th guy is there too. Big Al.
Oh, Big Al here.
Big Al.
Yeah.
come
Is that
in.
Thunder?
No. I just think somebody's moving some furniture above us.
I knew that they were good. I didn't know they would be like heads and shoulders above the competition coming into the season. That's kind of what I learned.
40-20 rule. They're about to be 50-20.
Mm-hmm.
They might be 60-20. Winning 50 games before you get to, because they only got 12 losses.
Mm-hmm.
So in order for them to win 6, they got 22 games left, right? Because they should have 22 games.
22 games, yep.
In order for them to get 20 losses, they have to have 8 losses in these next 22 games.
Yeah.
So 14-8, that sounds doable.
That's very doable.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
With a team
very
like
doable.
this, for sure.
they might go
They're going to be the only team that
65
hit
and
60.
17.
They're going to hit 60 wins this year.
And then luckily for them, they got such a gap. They can start just, when it gets to those last few weeks, they can start resting.
True. 6
They
game
can.
gap,
Tatum and,
8 game
Tatum and
gap.
Brown, Porzingis.
Yeah.
You got a little nagging injury. Let's sit you for 2 games. We good.
The way they've approached the Porzingis year has been phenomenal, if you ask me.
Yep.
I wonder what their record is when he's got like 25 plus or something like that.
Porzingis,
Yeah.
don't worry. I'm the stats master. As long as our internet is not on some bullshit.
Because that's
Sometimes
a
it
double
is.
whammy right there. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, they going to light
Double
you up.
whammy.
But when you can't get the stops inside because Chris Stops is just killing you, though, it's hard, bro.
Okay, so when he puts up, let's say, oh my God.
You like Lamar Stevens over there still?
No.
when he puts up 20,
I mean, is Lamar Stevens even still on that team?
Nah, he not. That's
I
not
was
trying
like,
to
what?
trick you.
when he puts up 20, he's done it 23 times this year. What is their record in those 23 games?
17-3.
22-1.
No, it's 20 games. So it came
No, 23 games.
Oh,
That's why
23.
I was just looking like, wait,
Oh, I
did that
thought it was
math?
20. Okay.
23
You
games.
said 23 games. He put up how much?
20 or more.
19-4.
I'll go.
They are 19-4
Oh, damn.
in those games.
Wouldn't even no need to guess. He hit it right on the head.
And when he puts up 25 or more, which is Mike's original question, it's not that many games. It's only 9 games, but in those 9 games, they are 7-2.
Oh, shit. I honestly thought it would be a little bit better.
And the 2 games they lost was
7-2
one
is
against the
pretty
OKC
amazing.
Thunder.
Mike thought it was going to be flawless.
And the other game that they lost when he put up 25 was against the 76ers with Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess that's valid at least, but they've been taking care of business, man.
Yeah, they don't play around. Even against bad teams. Like, they come out and they take care of business.
This is the most confident you ever felt in the Boston team?
Yeah.
When Jason Tatum
By far.
doesn't have to go out there and drop 30 and he can honestly have an off night and they're still good, that's scary.
Yesterday, they didn't play their stars in the second half. That's kind of crazy. Not
Oh, no,
yesterday,
they
but again-
they started them, but they started the Warriors,
Yeah,
didn't start
and they
theirs.
just-
Because you
They
already
absorbed
know
them, yeah.
Darrick White is giving you a game.
Yeah.
He's going to give you a 20-point game in the
And
series.
Drew Holiday in the playoffs is going to have one game, at least. So far, he's having a career
Al
lows
Horford
and
probably
averages
going to
and
have a
stuff.
game where he hit 3-4 threes.
I feel
It's
good
just-
about them.
It
I
just
just-
is what it is.
They're just a team that when you look at them, they seem like a hard team to scheme against.
And don't
'Cause,
forget,
like, what do
Sam
you-
Hauser going to have a game where he come in and hit 5 threes.
Would you rather have Sam Hauser or AJ Green?
Sam Hauser.
That's the right
Sam
answer.
Hauser
Yeah, that's the right
for
answer.
sure.
But
The
AJ
hair.
Green is nice too.
What college you went to?
AJ Green
Oh my
or Sam
God.
Hauser?
Both.
Oh.
You just set yourself up for that one.
You
Oh
did.
my God.
I recently looked at AJ Green's.
Is it a random school?
AJ Green, yeah. it
Crazy.
is. Nah, it's way.
Gonzaga.
It's like no. It's like
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's like Northern Iowa. Or some shit.
I think it is
something
Northern
that.
Iowa.
I think
Yeah,
it is something like
Northern
that.
Iowa.
'Cause I had recently looked it up because I was like, Pete's probably going to ask me what college.
And he did, and you still don't have the answer.
I definitely done that before. I was like, let me make sure what college he went to.
Somebody asked me
Boy,
that
he's
about
spoken, y'all.
Yeah. Somebody had asked me that yesterday on stream about the dude that was starting for the Grizzlies at center was Tarami. What is it?
Jameson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had never heard of him before.
We had a TikTok about him.
We did.
We did who he played for, and that time he was on the Wizards, and now he's not. And some
Good
'cause
win yesterday,
he ended
Grizz.
up on the Grizzlies like 2 days after we filmed that,
Oh.
and it came out after he had already been on the Grizzlies. So the comments was like, he don't even play for the Wizards no more. We had filmed it beforehand. All right, we only got a few more
Mike
teams.
land next to Atlanta. Just in case P asks me.
Definitely scroll to the 2K roster. Like, let me know everybody college on this team.
Philadelphia 76ers. What have we learned?
That
Joel Embiid. You can't even say Joel Embiid the MVP. That stuff does not look right when Joel is not there.
No, what we did learn though, seriously, is that Tyrese Maxey is the perfect number 2 to Joel Embiid.
For sure.
When Joel Embiid was healthy, we were fully confident in his team. The transition of losing James Harden for basically nickel or pennies on a dollar did not matter how it potentially could have, we thought. You know what I mean? Tyrese Maxey transitioned into that 2 spot perfectly. They play off each other well. He's able to catch and shoot off Joel Embiid's double teams. The speed he plays with is still nice, considering the fact that Joel Embiid is not like this up and down guy, even though he can. So yeah, it's just really unfortunate that they're dealing with the Joel injury and that he might have to come back and try to give it a go. I've said it 1,000 times. I'm not the biggest fan of that approach, but I get it. The narrative he's facing, and they want to really try to ride this out. But yeah, I think Tyrese Maxey is a great number 2 and transition well from Harden, and Nick Nurse is a perfect coach for Joel Embiid and them to take the next step.
Yeah, I feel like they got to find that type of security blanket. It's just I think this team wants to be better when Joel Embiid is not there, just because it's just with all his injury history and everything. Like, it could be a game he has to miss, and it's just like we don't want to just give up that game. We want to be competent. We've seen a lot of teams miss their best player, and it's like they can still string together wins. They can still go on a win streak. I think you want that from a team that wants to compete.
Yeah, that game against the Dallas Mavericks, an amazing game for them.
Yep.
That was a huge, huge win. Shout out to your boy Toby.
Toby get almost 30.
Toby continues to do his thing.
Nick Nurse.
Nick Nurse, yeah.
Hey, Nick Nurse.
Charlotte Hornets. Silence group. Silence group.
I didn't learn, but the rest of the media should have learned how good LaMelo is. Remember that we're coming into the season? Like, this team looked completely different. Also, no, what we did learn, something I didn't learn, but Brandon Miller was the right pick, and I hated how they got talked about when they did draft him, as if like Scoot Henderson was a Victor Wembanyama type product. Like, oh my God, they're really gonna do it? Yeah, they did it, and it's showing that that was the right decision that they made. Yeah.
Sometimes you draft a fit and not actually the name. And
sometimes you also get talent too. They talked about Brandon Miller.
Miller's a good talent, and he just fits LaMelo
for sure.
Scoot's not gonna come in there and fit with LaMelo. Now you got a situation where now you got to have 2 guards kind of play and see which one we gonna build with. You would much rather have the wing and Brandon Miller.
I'm excited about Charlotte's future. I don't know who's going to be coaching them next year. That matters a ton.
Yeah.
But they're going to have another top
4.
Right now, we projected to be 6.
Damn.
5. It would be projected to be 5. But you never know. Lottery odds change, and they can end up top 3.
Could get another wing. Could get J-Dub, little brother Cody Williams. Could get Alex Sarr.
So I'm excited
just wish
about
we saw
future.
more Mark Williams.
Yes. And they said he'll be back in 4 weeks. That was on February.
He's out the rest of the year, just like Desmond Bain. When Desmond Bain got hurt, I said I probably don't
I ain't heard
see
about
Desmond.
Isn't Mark Williams' injury just like a sprained ankle?
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure it's a sprained
He's
ankle.
been sitting on my IR on fantasy.
Yes, he has.
For a very long time. And the playoffs started in one of our leagues. I don't know if y'all know that.
I haven't checked it since he drafted.
Is it our league or is it the other league?
The other league.
Okay.
Playoffs started this week. Next team we have, I think the last one of the Eastern Conference, the Detroit Pistons.
Monty Williams is not the guy, is what I learned.
It was more so like I guess we've learned that Monty Williams is a questionable coach. That's really it.
Pretty much.
With this team.
Yeah, with this team.
But we saw
Questionable
him.
coach is crazy with this team.
We saw him get like angry the other night, which is something we ain't seen. Man, you ain't lose 28 straight games and we ain't had one press conference moment from you. But he did win a game against the Knicks when Asar Thompson got hit and they should have called the foul. That was the one time we've ever seen him get like super emotional.
Out of bounds. Yeah. Sideline out of bounds, I mean.
We'll see what they. I mean, obviously they can't fire the man. Hell yeah, it was a foul.
They tackled my boy.
They're not gonna fire him. They can't. They can't afford to. So I don't know, man, because a lot of their deals at the deadline was like kind of buying, but not so buying. Like they traded away Marvin Bagley for Gallinari and Michael Scala, then released both of them about a month later. Also gave up 2 second-round picks in that when they brought in Fontecchio and Evan Fournier's playing real minutes. So they don't really know exactly what they're trying to do right now, which is sad because, again, this is 6th year of a rebuild.
Not Evan Fournier for actually getting his minutes he wanted.
He got him.
After the season they had to be just looking for something, bro. They had to be looking for something.
Yeah. We got a couple more left. Golden State Warriors.
We learned that this is probably going to be the end of the dynasty.
Oof.
This is probably it. It's sad to say because like you think that as long as we've been for like the last 10 years thinking like as long as you got them 3, you can compete. So far, it just hasn't looking good.
It's age too. I think Curry's a little different because Curry, but like Draymond's getting up there in age. Clay's definitely showing his age. It's just they don't got that same punch.
And now Wiggins is now out for an extended period of time, which is and he's
personal
with
matter.
That's what I was gonna say. Is that we just can't rely on Wiggins anymore.
And I hope he gets his family
personal
stuff.
reasons. I'm not talking about that. I just mean like even on the on-court stuff at this point in time. And maybe the on-court stuff was fueled by the off-court
if you're
stuff.
not
You never know.
mentally engaged in the game, it's hard for you to just be locked into the game.
Especially as a guy who's already questionably locked in. This was always in question. He's very nonchalant to begin with. What I learned is even greatness can get in its own way. I watch the Warriors now, besides the 52-point loss, and I say to myself, it is crazy, and it's hard to think because it feels kind of like it was maybe last year, but just this year, Jonathan Kuminga had to almost request a trade to get minutes. He was playing so little minutes that he had to go and say, hey, I don't believe this guy is the right coach for me in my future. That he had to say that to get minutes.
Steve Kerr essentially had to be bullied into playing that man.
So now you see him and you watch the Warriors and you're like, man, Jonathan Kuminga is really, really good.
Yeah.
So it's like, what the hell was Steve Kerr doing? Yeah. And then you factor in the fact that Klay Thompson and Andrew Wiggins at that time was also playing very, very, very terrible basketball, which should have moved your hand even more to playing Kuminga and Moody. Draymond Green and his suspensions and things like that. When this team is playing, this team has been good. This team has been good the last 15 to 16 games. You take that. I mean, the Celtics loss is going to be something that's really going to be a smudge on you. Yeah, because that was just horrendous. But even factoring that, record-wise, they are probably 12-4 in the last 16, 13-4 in the last 17. Yeah. They're playing really good basketball. So I'm learning that they're still good because it did feel like the dynasty was over at the beginning where Dre was suspended. Klay couldn't make a shot. You got Steph Curry putting up phenomenal performances and they're losing. You're playing a rookie. AirPods didn't know how ready he was going to be. He's looked to be ready for that. Wiggins was terrible from a statistics standpoint and from a eye viewing perspective. And they overcome that, and now they playing some phenomenal basketball and still have a chance. That to me don't scream dynasty is over. They gonna need to make some important moves to re-jolt themselves. But I feel like they're there.
Is their most important offseason of this dynasty?
Is it their most important? Is that what you're asking?
I mean, it could be the last one if they don't do it right then.
Since they have the 4, I don't want to say it's the most important, but I mean, it could be the end, yeah. But I think they have to realize that this ain't the same team. So I think this is the time they need to actually go out and get some size. You got to wait with years with not having to get size. But now y'all are, you know what I mean?
I read something that was like, and this is just a guy on Twitter that was like, the reason they never have size because Steve Kerr is not a good coach and he doesn't know what to do when you have somebody that can't space on the floor or two people that can't space, including Draymond.
I mean,
and I was like, Kevin Looney plays.
Yeah, they do.
Well, not now. Kevin Looney's getting like 12 minutes a game
to see.
And I thought that was like a Steve Kerr guy. Like,
yeah,
I thought he was like a guy that would never fall out the rotation.
He was.
Yeah.
But once the going gets so bad, the Warriors are so bad. Steve Kerr at a certain point had no choice, and then you started to see success though. That's why I'm like, sometimes you just got to move out of the way. And as great as of a coach as you have, as the success you've had with certain players and certain things, you got to switch it up a little bit and just see what you got. You know what I mean? Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody, those damn near 2 lottery picks.
What Draymond say? If it worked, then we found something.
Yeah, if it worked, then we found something.
Couple more teams left. San Antonio Spurs. I'll be honest. I learned that Wembanyama is really the real deal.
I would say
as a guy that did not watch much film on him coming into it with no expectations. We were there for his very first summer league game and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
He is the best looking rookie I've seen in a very, very, very long time.
And then this post All-Star break stretch has been ridiculous.
Did you see him other night against the Pacers?
Yes.
It's just both sides of the floor. I loved it. I think he ended up making 3 shots in the fourth quarter. It wasn't nothing too crazy. But the ball touched his hands almost every possession down the stretch.
And he plays with that confidence. Of that, like,
that's the thing. It's the confidence, bro.
Yes.
It's the like he just needed to do it for him to be like, I could control this shit.
And then
too.
he get on the mic. He said, "I miss this shit, man." Like, come on, dog.
He plays like it's his team, and I love that.
Yeah.
I just seen my what do you call it? My little thing that I've been putting out there, it's starting to catch a little traction. Somebody said something on Twitter like, "Man, this dude went through 3 phases," and somebody commented like, "P, I'm starting to believe what P was saying. Like he really is going into his 3rd year after this year." It's like,
and that hasn't really been talked about, but I definitely love what Devin Vassell kind of brought this year. Obviously,
hell
Vic
yeah,
has
he's the
been
second best
the main
player.
storyline.
Yeah,
Especially since the trade deadline.
Yeah, this offseason is going to be very interesting for them. Like, because are they a team that's going to draft their pick, or are they going to be a team that trades and tries to get a star?
Hopefully both.
It's going to be a very interesting offseason.
Hopefully.
If they can draft a pick and trade for a star, oh man,
they got enough assets.
That's a crazy year, man. That's
Hopefully
gonna be a crazy
both.
offseason.
They
They
went
went back
in
a Spurs fan.
They win a few games at the end of the year. Maybe that draft pick ain't as high, but they got 2.
So
The Raptors.
I just looked this up. Over in France, of course, the professional basketball league that Wembanyama played,
Yep.
they have 34 game seasons.
Mm-hmm.
So if you think about your original take, the first 34 games is like his first season. If he's mirroring what it was like back at home.
Right. Yeah.
And then now the last, I guess, 22-ish game or 26-ish
Year 2.
games is like his year 2. Interesting.
More reps. He's getting more reps now.
Yeah.
That
All right.
makes-
2 teams left. Utah Jazz. What have we learned? Chris Dunn is a real NBA player, baby. I'm so happy that he's back in the league.
I learned that they have their point guard of the future. I am very impressed with Keontae
Keontae?
George.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And we knew Keontae George was good because of the summer league
That was
performances
Derek Boyd,
and
right? That
different
was your
things
number
like
one
that.
guy.
But I still was like, But he's been really, 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 really good. I love his rookie season. I think his rookie season is going under the wraps a little bit because it started off a little shaky, and once you play a certain amount of games and your numbers start to get away, it take a lot to change those numbers
For sure.
But I love what I see from him when I do glance at the Jazz here and there.
I'm glad you said
I learned that a lot.
because it's not like motherfuckers is not watching Jazz right
Yeah,
now.
I'm not gonna sit up here and lie. One thing they got to worry about me doing is lie.
He threw a lob the other day.
To who? Walker, Kez.
No, it's one of the guards. I just
I just see Walker Kessler and Waffle House, and they look like the one we was in. I'm like,
I wonder if they got his order right.
I learned
Right.
that Lowry can be a consistent all-star in this league at the level he plays at.
So you're saying that the last
What's
year
his next
wasn't-
team?
I don't know.
Hope
And
it's
there used to
Utah.
be a thing where it's like I was a little turned off by Lowry because it's just like he never had he didn't find his game until he got to Utah. But now I got the confidence he can fit with any team.
No, Cavs. He found this game.
Yeah, the Cavs is what I was about to say.
He was just. I feel like they just did that because he was just. They already had too big.
I'm not asking why they did it. We're saying he found his game in Cleveland.
Yeah, he was really good in Cleveland.
Cleveland is why they bought into him for Utah.
Do you think so? They knew they was going to get an all-star talent when they got.
No, they
Lowry?
didn't know.
No.
They didn't know that. But you said when he found himself. Are you equating
Well,
finding yourself to All Star?
I'm talking about all-star level Lowry, not when he finally
no, you
realized
said-
he didn't have to play with the Bulls
You
no
said
more.
found
He
yourself
said
though.
found himself
He found himself in Cleveland.
when he was
He-
playing the 3 next
he
to
found-
Mobley and Jared Allen. Yeah,
Okay, you can
His
say he did
highest
that.
success was with Utah, but he found himself.
That was such a weird lineup when you think
it
about
was
it.
For Cleveland?
It's such a
Yeah.
long, big.
Because
lineup,
I don't think they wanted to play him at 3. This just had it how it had to be.
And it worked out. He was a big reason why that shit worked out. He stretched the floor. He was versatile.
What's your definition of working out?
Like it was a competent lineup. I'm not saying they were top of the league.
I
but
think it worked out for him.
yeah.
They got his name back right in direction. Because
And
what
he-
happened with the Bulls? The Bulls just didn't even offer
They
shit.
traded him away for Derrick Jones Jr.
That's not what the
That's
hell.
disrespectful.
That was looking bad for
is.
life.
That's so disrespectful.
It was looking bad for life.
But you know, new regime was like, we don't want any of the old people.
Trading your lottery pick for Derrick Jones Jr.
You know what?
That sounds crazy. as
I wasn't
hell.
even mad at it in the moment. Be honest with you.
You just didn't want to be a
Because the
little bit
only other option was to let him go for nothing, right?
Yeah, it was a sign and trade.
more- You want to be a little bit more patient.
And he wanted out anyway.
Oh yeah, he did.
He wanted out.
It was being rumored all year he wanted
Yeah.
out. So
The very last
he
team.
went to Cleveland, 45%,
He
36
ain't had
from
no
three.
good weather. But he's from Finland. So good weather's like subjective. He probably love what he had right now.
Well, found himself again because he came in the league with the Bulls good.
He
Yeah,
did.
remember that first
year.
February?
I remember
He was doing his
25
thing.
points per game.
Yeah.
He was doing his thing.
He had a
Last-
stretch where he was getting he had a stretch where it was what is it like 30 and 10 rebounds, something like that.
I just know that one February he was amazing.
You know where he fell
Yeah,
off
in
at
that
the Bulls
February.
when he started winning that weekend. that weak is like
No, when Jim Boylan told him to stand in the corner.
armband.
Jim Boylan had him stand in the corner.
Like, why is Larry Marketing wearing that thing on his arm?
The Blazers brought Jim Boylan in and teaching him how to play defense.
Jim Boylan's on the coaching staff of the Indiana Pacers.
Jim Boylan is probably a really good coach, just not a good head coach.
Yeah, I honestly think that's what it is.
That's how I be in the NFL. A good defensive coordinator is not always going to be a great head coach. I'm saying
That's what I was talking about with them locker room coaches. Them coaches that everybody fuck with on the team, that's like, you think they could be their head coach, but they just don't really got the X's and O's behind them. But
was that Adrian Griffin?
Adrian Griffin?
No.
Steve Nash.
Yeah, it's more like Steve.
Kyrie said, we don't have a head coach. Kyrie said they don't have a coach.
We all coaches. That was crazy.
That's
bro.
some Kyrie shit to say.
Last team, Memphis Grizzlies. Sorry, Memphis fans. It had to be last.
What I learned is I can't wait for the guys to come back.
Okay.
I can't wait for them guys to come back because there's just no ways they should pull out some of the wins they do with the roster
I
that they
learned
got.
that it's a blessing in disguise for some of these type of years. You find a Vince Williams, you find a G.G. Jackson, you get Luka Kennard confident. He had 7 assists yesterday, a 20-7 game yesterday. And you get a lottery pick. So when they do come back, woo-wee! Daddy ain't scared!
They'll be good. That's all 30.
You think you better than me because you got cool grades with gray sweats?
Yeah.
He got a grout fit on.
He got a what?
A grout fit. Well, actually, nah, because he got a white shirt, but a grout fit.
In my white tee.
That brand new.
Nah, it's a little dingy.
They can't tell on the camera. It looks sparkly on the cam.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I can see that little stain right
My
there.
pearly white. White tees used to be the thing when we was younger, man.
I
They
see
still
that
is.
little
White
stain.
tees
Rock
are
me a
still
good
a
white.
thing.
That's from
Give me
your
a
coffee?
Uniqlo
What's
white
that,
tee.
what?
It's over
That's
with.
from your coffee? Gotcha. No, just
What, you a Hanes guy?
Something like that.
Sorry to hear that.
Fruit of the Loom?
Uniqlo.
I'm talking about back in the day. So
Oh,
come on, all this-
back in the day, I wasn't really rocking
all
white
this
tees.
new shit.
Yeah, what?
I wasn't rocking white tees
What was
back
you
in the
rocking?
Pelly Pelly.
Uh-oh.
With
He
no
said he
shirt
gets some
on.
money up.
Yeah, no, my dad had it like that.
Damn. I was definitely a white tee guy.
We should all get Pellies.
I was saying, bro, I was dead ass thinking about getting the
everything I
Pelly
love,
coat.
P.
Oh,
I was
everything.
on their website
Me
like a
too.
week ago.
They got a lot of
that
shit,
shit
bro.
is still expensive though.
Yeah, but they got a lot
I'm gonna look
that's
right
why I
now.
did
know
not
they
pull the
had
trigger.
so much shit. It was like 64 pages of coats.
Because I like shit that people don't really wear. You don't see Pelly jackets
Guess what
no
else
more,
I was
bro.
on? Now y'all
What?
not gonna agree with this one.
Echo?
Fubu.
Fubu?
Nah.
You need to FUBU your ass out.
Nah, I wouldn't. No, I
And
wouldn't.
it was still bad. So that's why I
Doesn't
pulled the trigger.
Damian own Fubu?
Yes, that's his shit.
Damon Wayne?
Yeah.
Not Damon Wayne.
That's
Damon
not Damon.
Jones.
Yeah, okay.
Damon Wayne is
a funny guy.
The Wayne Bros. But yeah, that's funny. We was all on Pelly.
We should- hey.
Were you thinking about it, or did you actually go on the website?
We
Like-
should all
Nah,
get.
I'm
Well,
on the
it's
website
springtime
now.
But we should still all get them.
These jokes are kind of dope.
Bro, Pelly is so out there, bro.
Nah, the one
You
for
go
1500, I ain't
turn
getting
some
that
eyes
one.
with a Pelly on. Same thing with what's the one designer name that made all the Chicago Bulls championship leather jackets? Something Hamilton.
Jeff Hamilton.
Jeff Hamilton. Jeff Hamilton got some cool pieces, but them joints be
Man, his shit is crazy. We always, I always run into him.
The
Summer League, All Star. I'll be seeing him in the hallway.
the Bulls did so the Bulls invited me to go to France with them last year. I don't know if y'all remember that.
Yeah.
And you got that.
And they were gonna
Dior?
give me a Jeff Hamilton.
Oh, I thought you were getting a Dior jacket.
The Dior too. No. It wasn't Dior.
Was it
Dior.
Off-White?
It was Off-White.
Yeah, it was
Off-White,
Off-White.
It was Off-White.
Well,
We going to the Bulls game, right?
I still have not hit them up, but yes. You left too early
Yeah.
last episode. You thirsty as hell to leave.
We going to the Bulls game.
We're going to a Bulls game.
when?
The 14th.
Oh, you don't got to.
The 14th. I guess it's not private information, I guess.
Okay.
Who they playing?
The Clippers.
Fuck, I thought it was the Rockets.
What made you want to watch the Rockets that bad?
New Rocket. That's
Jalen Green? Oh.
nah, but you know,
Bro, in
I'll
the
be there
wire?
like, hey,
You
Paul
going to be like,
George.
Paul George,
Bro,
I love you.
I don't know if you said we're watching The Wire like that, but that's like
I
one
don't
of the,
love him.
the best
I
little
love-
things. Is this because it's like in the
love this, Tim.
1990s and 2000s? So they have all that type of like fashion in there. So they'll be rocking like Rockaware or
Yeah,
whatever. And it's
yeah.
just cool to see because
Yeah.
like that shit used to be really
I
hot.
said
Hey,
that
I'm
when
about to
I-
look at Rockaware right
I
now.
Rockaware?
said that when I was wearing it. One of them had on some shit. And I'm like, bro, back in the day, that shit would have been like, oh, you see that shirt he
Yeah.
got on?
Bro,
We could bring
Rockaware's
back
still
Rockaware.
dropping stuff, bro. Wow.
But-
Oh, hell no.
What,
You
what?
want some Rockaware joggers? How much you think they cost?
The thing about the
$80,
$7.
$7.
As it sh-
$7
as it should.
for some Rockaware
you know,
joggers.
so you know why they still open, right?
no.
Based off that price, If you have a cousin in jail, you send him that shit. He don't want to just wear the gray. They just gray basics. All right, cuz I'm finna send you this Rockaway. He don't know that Rockaway ain't hot. He in there in the thing.
Since 07, he been
you
in.
seen him on my Rockaway? Stop playing with me, dude.
Bro, they have.
I'm the freshest in here.
They have Rockaway polos for $4.99.
Oh yeah, Cuzzo getting his Christmas finna be decent. I'm finna have an incredible Christmas, boy.
All right, I'm looking up Echo Unlimited, man.
I've seen Echo.
I can't. Echo ain't making it back, bro.
Mike ain't getting a Pelly, KB. It's gonna be just me and you.
I'm cool with that.
$9.99. He's not buying no Pelly.
On a coat, I would do that.
This ain't really like that type of coat. A Pelly is fashion. You still gonna be a little cold.
If I'm paying that much, that motherfucker gonna be my.
Yeah,
that's gonna be my coat if I'm paying that much.
I was just letting you know.
It's not a daily. Pelly is not a daily wear.
Unless
if I'm paying $1,000 for the coat, this shit could be a daily
unless
wear.
you finna get a, cause I like this Pelly. This white one. That ain't gonna be no everyday for me.
I wouldn't get no white. I'll get a black one.
Yeah, that's all I was finna say. Is y'all getting y'all Pellies on some everyday shit, or you trying to get that pop? Like
Bro, these Echo designs have not evolved, by the way. The Echo designs are the exact same.
Is it the Rhino?
It's the same shirts that we saw back in 08.
Whenever I see somebody wearing Echo, I'm always like, where did you get that from?
Yes, they've been on top. What's another? What's it?
No.
I'm looking it up.
No, you know the
Jabot.
Oh yeah, no Sean John, no Sean John, no Sean John. You're right. I don't know how to spell Jabot.
G-I-R.
It starts with
Jabard. Well, that G-I-R-B-A-U-D.
There you go. Yeah. Oh, look at you. You know a little French.
Something like that.
Because I think that is French, right?
I don't know.
You getting your
sound like it?
We finna get Pellies, man.
Bro, let's get some Pellies, bro. We'll be so damn clean. They could be like, damn.
We're gonna do a live show on Pellies.
They say the label still exists, was producing collections for its French flagship stores as recently as 2019, but it's been quiet since then. So I don't know about the
no, they got it.
We finna
$300.
We finna have them Pellies on. They gonna think we drug dealers coming in here.
I like it because Pelly feel like such a Chicago like.
Bro, let's have a 2000s
bro.
episode. We all just dressed like in something 2000s.
Oh, bro, I'm finna ask my dad if he still got his FUBU jersey.
Oh, you know he do. And he got to get the shoes too.
The 05 one?
Get the shoes too, Mike.
It didn't have nobody on the back. It said FUBU. It said 00.
No, it said 05. 05.
Yeah, we're gonna have a 2000s theme.
Or you can put
episode.
on some K-Swiss.
Oh yeah, even in 2000, I'm not rocking no fucking K-Swiss.
For real, you had some K-Swiss?
Yeah, my big ass
Maybe,
earring.
Yep, it's a big
Square
square.
earrings.
What up? What up? Yeah,
Square earrings.
that's an off-season episode.
$150. The hat with the watch
Yup.
on it. Ooh.
They don't know about them $150s. They don't know about them $150. That's a Chicago thing, ain't it?
Is it
I don't
Chicago?
know.
It might
Everything
be.
in Chicago shit to me. Mild sauce in Chicago, pizza puffs, Italian beefs, raw basketball players, Pellies.
Drill music.
New Yorkers acting like they created drill. Stop it.
Bro, I ain't know $150s was out here like that.
What, they got a Rolex?
$400.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
Nah, it ain't. You used to be able to go into the corner store,
That's
the
what
gas
I'm
station,
saying.
and get one.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all remember when we used to have the jeans and you had to put the rubber band
I
on
was
the
just
back
about
of
to
the
say, I was
jeans?
thinking that too.
I never did that though. When I went to school, that was like what the Mexican dudes used to do. I never got on the wave. But yeah, I used to, like Andrew Watkins used to do that.
Oh yeah, I used to do it too.
What am I about? Oh,
I'm
just gonna come in with a white tee, a double XL on this bitch.
We should all do that though. I'll
gotta have a big tee
I'll
with
have
the
a
big
triple
pants.
XL.
Cause you said that's a double XL you got on right now, right?
XL.
Speaking of that, P, I did get you some for your birthday.
What you get? You got me? What you get me for my birthday?
It's not here yet.
Oh,
I paid
okay.
for 2-day shipping. It ain't get here yet. Okay. But
You know what we should do?
hopefully next episode I'll have it for you.
Bet, appreciate it. What it is though? Is it a surprise?
No, you
It's
know,
a car?
we it's like beep beep, just out in the parking lot right now. That's a Volkswagen Beetle.
I use that as my low. When the winter get too hard.
You know what? What we've been getting into recently is something in that realm.
Okay.
No, you got him. You got him happy now.
It's just a piece from a brand that I know you like in that space. That's all.
People talking about golf so much, bro.
I was going.
You know what I was gonna get you or try to get you? Kith did a golf collaboration.
Did they?
With one of the big golf brands.
I should have known Kif did some shit.
But it was back in 2020. Resale on that was disgusting.
Who they do it with?
I don't remember. I can look it up real quick, but it was disgusting. Like the polo was like $500 on resale.
Damn,
I
they
found-
golf stuff.
Well, Kif, she gonna everything gonna get resold or resale.
I was with TaylorMade.
Oh, TaylorMade. I just got into them like 3 days ago.
I was going, and I was like, okay, what's the cheapest thing they got?
What they should look like? Is it hard?
It's Kith, so it's like very low key branding. The one thing I was gonna get, and it wasn't as expensive, is like the golf club head, like the covers. It just say Kith on it.
Oh, okay.
That would've been cool, but that shit was also a couple hundred too. It was like, is that really worth?
Is
a
that?
couple
I would
hundred?
say, is that worth it?
What y'all on tomorrow?
Tomorrow,
We should go to Game of Irons.
I ain't got nothing tomorrow, but Thursday I gotta go.
Wednesday is the day I'm back at the gym.
Like
You going?
basketball gym or working out.
Yeah, I'm getting my membership back.
You hooping again? You back being a hooper?
What was the
Hoping,
determining
but I'm
factor?
also working. What you said? What?
What was the determining factor to make you want to get back into it?
When I seen Trey Sean and Bub, they were saying that like, man, y'all be hooping, y'all gotta come hoop with us. We ain't hooping.
The determining factor is just I just don't get as much exercise as I used to, and it's part of that is because I just don't go to the gym.
Yeah.
Like, that was my little way of getting active for the week, but usually I don't. So
I feel like
Plus-
that's the reason I'm wearing this again, because it track like your
Yeah.
steps and stuff. Like, I don't be doing what I need to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
I'll be
especially when it
getting
comes to
10,000.
wintertime, it'd be hard.
we were looking at Lifetime, and I already told her like Lifetime, I'd be willing to do it, but it's
Oh,
expensive
You
as
got
hell.
you got money if you're going to Lifetime.
She looked at it. She said, $170 just to start. Like, that's not even the membership fee to join.
Yes.
To join us.
It's $170 per month. That's it.
And that's
And-
not even like the gold one. They can get you to everyone.
Yeah. So she was just like, no way. Let's just go to export or whatever. And I was like, yeah, that's cool with me.
No, I think platinum's the one.
I
that gets you
wanted
to
this
everything.
so
Okay.
bad, but they put this up here for like 72 hours. It's Ford and Golf. It's a hoodie that says golf is a contact sport, and it's like the club hitting the ball. I wanted that shit so bad.
I want that diamond lifetime membership, the one like in Oakbrook, like the real nice.
Yeah,
one.
the Oakbrook one's nice.
Yeah, it's like super nice.
You been in there?
I haven't been in there yet. I do want to get a guest pass there and like just go.
It looks nice from the outside of it.
Yeah.
Damn.
I think
what
I'm
about-
downtown.
That sound what, like
It
200,
be so
250?
packed over there. It made
How
me-
often you usually probably don't got as much time. You don't hit the gym as much as you used to.
No, I haven't been to the gym in a little minute. I miss it.
But it's that thing. It's like,
We got a
especially-
gym right here. I haven't used.
Yes,
it
that's what I
once.
was. Yeah, why not? Oh, well, you want to hoop?
I want to hoop. I like hooping more than just like working out.
Anybody want Oreos, cookies, or cream?
No, thank you.
The birthday boy always make the first choice.
Anybody want a chocolate chip? We also got chocolate chip. We also got red velvet.
I'll take the red velvet.
I knew somebody was calling
That was gonna be my first choice.
Oh, you want to?
No, no, no.
I got two though. So
Oh,
if
let
you
me
want
get that
that
real
one,
velvet.
I'll
Nah,
keep-
I'm
I'll
saying,
keep
let me
this,
get the
I'll keep
chocolate.
th- I'll keep this.
You can get a very, get this to the birthday boy.
No, this is good. This is good.
You can't have two.
I don't own. I got. Remember when I brought
the
in?
other thing is
Yeah.
one.
yeah.
well,
And I know it's gonna be somebody gonna have for me.
Oh,
know,
yeah. You can't eat those, right, KB?
nah,
Damn.
not yet. Richard, that's what
So-
they'll become right after I come back from New York.
Okay.
They're gonna have
Excited?
me eat Chips Ahoy cookie. That's the first step. Chips Ahoy cookie.
You like that cookie?
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
they better have some
That
milk with
that
it.
or Oreo?
I'm an Oreo guy.
That's why I asked that.
I'm more so the
What's
Chips
your favorite
Ahoy.
chip ahoy? The red bag or blue bag?
The traditional one. The
I like
chewy
the
ones I
red.
got sick on when I was a kid, and I can't do the chewy at
I
all
like
no
the
more.
chewy ones more so.
I used to like the
ones.
chewy ones when I was younger, but when I got older, I like the. But I'm like Mike. I need milk with my chip ahoy.
Yeah,
I like to let it sit there.
It's gonna be a game
Oreo
changer.
or chip ahoy?
Chips Ahoy.
I would go Oreo.
Me too.
You do anything else for your birthday?
I'm chilling. I'm gonna do something small today.
You going to dinner?
Yeah, probably get something to eat. I don't know where I want to go though. I think this weekend that's why I'm probably tell everybody, if they want to come, we can go somewhere. But I know it's the middle of the week. I think I want to go to somewhere. I want to go to like Benihana Deep, so we can have the
So you
whole
have
It's an
thing.
experience, yeah.
Yeah,
That would be decent.
yeah.
That'd
So
be fun. I'll pull up to that if you're doing that.
I'll let y'all know. Probably like Sunday or Saturday or something.
I did see you drop in there going to Wrigley. I would definitely go to Wrigley
For opening
on
day?
night.
Oh,
Yeah.
if we gonna do it, we got to do it. Like get them ASAP.
I just got my car, a note for my car or estimate for my car. Probably finna sell my car and then go get a new one. That's really
Oh,
with my
shit.
mind, but I haven't even been able to plan anything because I just really ready to get a new whip.
I'll get my car back Thursday. So
Oh,
I'm happy
okay.
about that.
Okay.
I get my car Thursday and my couch Friday.
And I've been shopping for couch. I think I found the one I want.
This
I'm just
couch
You
making
was looking
sure.
online or you went into a store?
Online.
Going to a store it's never really that. I don't know. I don't like shopping on store. I like doing it online more so.
I found the couch I like, and I've been looking at tables. But the couch I got is so big, I don't think I can get a table.
Yeah.
I got one of them couches where you can redesign it. Like it can be a U. You can take it, and then you can make it like a couch bed. You ever seen one of those couches?
Yeah, I know what
with
you're talking about.
Yeah, I got one of those. Huh? No. I know that'll be a $5,000 couch from now. Yeah, they is be going crazy. But yeah, I haven't had much time to really. Yeah, let's go down Game of Irons tomorrow. Let's do that for my birthday. I can't go with like nobody in my family. My mom and my sisters and them gonna be like, "Come on, your turn to hit."
Yeah.
I had to break down the KB. I ain't no golfer yesterday.
Yeah,
Not a recreational.
Yeah,
golfer.
you're not a golfer.
I'll go along for the jokes.
That's all we go for. None of us are like, but I'm gonna put the time in to get better. But yeah, you
I'd rather go-
crazy.
You just don't look like an athlete when you play golf.
That's okay. It's not my thing.
But it can be. You got to put in the time and effort.
I got a 1-2.
True.
You said you got what?
You
So
got a
what?
1-2.
Oh, you don't want to get better?
Nah.
Take a lot of time. A lot of effort to go into getting better.
Yeah, it's one of those sports that take reps, a lot of reps too.
You ever look at your daughter and be like, damn, that's my daughter?
Yeah, all the time.
I do that every day.
She
Every
came out of my body, face it.
Like, I'm just looking at Instagram stories and I see my wife post it and I'm like, damn, she do be looking like me sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
I don't got no daughter, but I do that with my sister.
Okay.
Like we look exactly alike. If I was a girl, I'd probably look
When
like
you gonna
her.
have a daughter?
I don't know.
That would be crazy.
He said it got to be a surprise.
That would be crazy if we all had all girls.
That would be ridiculous.
That gonna happen, buddy.
That would be ridiculous.
Well, eventually, I'm sure I'll have a daughter, but
What do we do? Softball team?
number one?
Volleyball team?
Vol-
Basketball?
yeah.
Basketball team. What am I talking about?
boy,
Something.
I can feel it in my.
You got a dance squad.
Avery's going to be tall.
Ah, from who? Nah, I'm
If she tall,
playing,
I'm gonna say if she tall, boy, you better get that test. But no, Suzanne's kind of tall for a
Yeah.
girl.
Suzanne's like 5'9".
Is she already tall?
Her brothers
for
are tall.
Is she already tall for her age?
Yeah. She's in like the 82nd percentile.
Oh,
Well, I got a lot of tall people in my family.
I be going through that phase that Avery went through now. Every time you post her, it's like her face is developing.
Yeah.
It's like I'm seeing more and more features, and
you
she's
know,
starting to look,
she's
the last
definitely-
time you posted it, I feel like I saw Angie.
Yeah.
And yeah.
It seems like every month there's like a change. You can
Yeah.
definitely see it. We be looking at the pictures. We be like,
Because you can't see it in real time.
No,
you
have
got to
to
look at the pictures. Yeah.
like last month she looked different than she does now. Like,
Yeah.
it's
That's
so
crazy.
It's
Like,
insane how that works.
And they
man.
like be smaller and like you don't even see how much they've grown since then.
Yes, no,
like
I
from month
can
to
feel
month,
that a
kids
lot.
just grow and you don't see it really.
Yeah.
Are you a professional diaper changer now?
Yeah, I feel like I've never struggled with changing diapers.
I'm going through a slump.
What?
I put a diaper on and then she took a nap. She woke up. It was to her ankles.
Oh my gosh,
So somehow I didn't tighten it enough or something. I mean, she didn't go to the bathrooms. It
you
was dry.
falling off.
But yeah, I fell off.
Oh, that damn 2K.
I remember that when my sister was first born, like I was looking. I don't know why, but I had big hands, so I kind of like compared to her hands.
You ain't got
And
big
it's just-
hands, you got big fingers.
I got big hands. But anyway, it's just crazy thing how small they start off to until now they grow into like she's this tall now.
Yeah. Yeah.
How old is your sister?
She's 6. No, she just turned 7.
Oh wow,
Wow.
that's amazing. So you get to see that.
Turn
that
7 and want
6-year-old.
Taco Bell for birthday.
She a grown person.
It's a life.
That personality, seeing the personalities is like something that I'm excited about.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause, like I even think about like what is her voice gonna sound like?
Yeah.
What's your step if she's bad?
You said what's the what?
What's your approach if she's bad?
She's going
Like,
to get bad.
not if she's bad.
Avery's getting bad as we speak.
But like,
feel like,
yeah,
yeah.
if she doing shit that I hate to say bad, but it's just shit you just don't rock with. She just disrespectful. You're not a
Oh,
disrespectful
that type of
person.
bad. Oh, okay.
But what if she
Oh.
just like
Fuck
you hear
Dad.
Angie? No, I don't want to go that far. But you hear Angie telling her to do something and she ignoring her or not doing it because that ain't the
Oh.
type of person you are.
No, I would enforce that. I would have to step in and be like, you
But
don't
I'm saying,
disrespect
what's your
mom.
approach to that? I know you're gonna enforce it, but like,
I don't know. I haven't been in that situation. I think you just kind of just gotta say it in a vocal way. You just gotta have.
Do you
that
have your
tone.
dad voice?
I think so.
Okay.
can we hear it?
No.
Yeah, we can't.
It's got to be
hear.
organic,
He's
right?
got to be in dad mode.
Hey, get your ass off that chair.
I think that we even see
Y'all
like, with
better
the
not be
pets.
playing in that toilet.
Even like with the pets at
Damn.
home, they be ignoring Angie if she tell them to do something. Then I'll have to be like, "Hey, get down," and then they get down.
Okay.
They get down.
Yeah, that burly voice will do that.
Yeah.
That's how you be, KB?
Hell no, I ain't got no burly voice.
How you be?
I ain't got
So
that yet.
if Avery just came to work with you today and she was on that chair, how would you, instead of getting up and running over there, how would you tell her to get down?
I don't know, because when you start I just feel like when you yell or raise your voice, it started them, and then now they falling off the chair.
Yeah.
So usually, because she's climbing, obviously, I go over there and I take her down and say, "You can't get up there." Then I go sit down. She'll be on that. Shit
I got a
again.
good 2-3 yells at me before it's y'all got it. Y'all got
I
it.
could tell Avery's scared of yelling because like I've yelled at the pets when she's
Yeah.
there and she gets terrified of me.
Yeah, we haven't had to yell.
Yeah.
And even when we like having a disagreement, nobody raises their voice, especially if Avery's around. We don't want to give her that.
I think me and you, even when it ain't negative, we
Yeah.
raise our voice.
Yeah,
Let's
I
go!
don't even be trying to yell.
KB,
I just-
KB,
sometimes
even
it
when we on my team, let's go. KB be like, let's go. We winning.
No, last night when we was playing against Mike and them, I had Joe ass in a torture chamber.
Uh-oh.
Could you agree on that?
Uh-oh.
I was having a tough time. I wasn't in no torture chamber. I would have been a lot better if my fucking teammates was better.
You always got somebody to dish it off of, Joel Embiid.
I mean, I don't know.
Because I'm terrible at picking up people. That was the worst first round I
yeah,
ever
you
been a
drafted
part
a
of.
terrible team.
Slip was my first pick. That's just all you need to know. Kyron was basically the second pick.
Who was the third? Who was the team? Who was your big? Dom? Tyler?
It was Lethal, and it's another dude that picked up that's been talking in the Discord for a couple days.
You need to stop giving people the benefit of the doubt, because
That's
it's a
part
second
of my
draft in a row.
reason.
Hey,
you
I was
did.
just going to tell you, we could have real leagues if you just cut out the fat. You got a lot of them that can't hoop. It's like on some, we need to have 6 teams, so you just want to play, come play. Cut them out.
I
Get them
actually enjoy
out
that
of there.
part.
I do
Get
too.
them out there.
I enjoy that part.
That's
I think
the
that
fun
makes
part.
it
Is
more fun.
it's gonna be
It's-
somebody.
But it's only that way if it's enough of those. Sometimes it be like 3 real strong teams, and there's one team where it's just like Tyler and the
I be
team
feeling
sounds
different.
like
I
that
feel
team
like
yesterday.
usually it's some cases where people it's got a stacked team, but usually it's 1 or 2 players. It's like them motherfuckers is bad, and I feel like this kind of balances it out. They've been
But
saying
no
that
team should have 2 bad. It should just be 1.
Well, it's also we don't have enough good players that actually want to play and be in there.
There was one possession last night where
I
I was
also hate
guarding
that you can switch your build in the middle of a series. That's
Yeah.
like cheating.
That's a sub
Damn,
off the bench.
we went 1 for 17.
Sub off the bench.
We went 1 for 17. So now I'm finna go get a 3-point shooter. And the whole that's just not right.
Just because I've played with you for so long, I know your tendencies. I think that was
Uh-oh.
one of the main reasons why I was a good defender on you yesterday.
Uh-oh.
But it was one possession you brought
So
the
he
ball
had
up the court.
20-20 last night.
Hell no.
Oh, okay.
Did you have 12?
Uh-oh.
12? I don't know.
Oh, okay, so no.
Yeah, because he would know.
One possession you brought it down on the left side, and I said in the chat, he's gonna I forget exactly what it was, but I predicted what you were gonna do.
But I was
and
gonna shoot a ball. I was gonna shoot it.
Yes. Because you hadn't taken a shot in a low minute at that time, so I thought in your head you was like, well, I got to get myself, because your teammate was ass. Y'all were down by 30, and I was like, he about to do this, and you did exactly that, and I was at Discord like, see, I know him.
Yeah. Because first of all, I know like my dude can score, but I like to get other people involved because that's
Oh,
just a
y'all-
lot of people can't create.
Y'all defense was awful. Transition, half court, it was.
And you know what's crazy? We had 4 locks on the team. And then nothing. Nobody ever has rebounding.
Yeah.
Nobody. There was a time where y'all took a bad shot. It was like I think you were down there too, and you got the offensive rebound. We had 2-3 people down there. The ball hit the floor. None of them got it.
Oh yeah,
KB picked it
I
up and
picked
got
it
a bucket.
Yeah. This is a good run though.
Yeah, I want to play with Kevin Kool-Aid again. That was
You
fun.
glazing.
That's
You
glazing.
glazing. You
There's
glazing.
25 people that be
Glazing.
playing.
You're glazing.
And it really
I wanna
annoys
play
me
with
because
Kevin
it's like
Kool-Aid.
You
it's,
missed
Please
it
clip
yesterday.
it. Please clip that.
You
for
missed
us.
it yesterday. Tyler was the captain, right? The first person picked up, he said, I got the ball guy. He talking about Kevin Kool-Aid. Tyler get the last pick. He said, oh, give me Kevin Kool-Aid. Because he didn't hear he got picked up. He was like, y'all finna just let him fall to me? He was like, bro, he got picked up the first pick.
Yeah. I want to play with Kevin Kool-Aid again.
He said, I can't wait to play with Kevin Kool-Aid.
You know-
Kev didn't play on the guard
I just
yesterday.
like-
you know
No.
who put Kevin Kool-Aid
I
in
honestly
that
didn't even
chamber?
know he was honestly on
I
your
just
team
enjoy
because
his
he didn't have his
build.
guard.
I just enjoy
You
his
know who
build.
put Kevin Kool-Aid in that chamber?
What's up, you?
1 of 11. You ain't want to play with him that day.
Uh-oh.
I haven't played.
That's what happened when y'all played them.
Hell yeah, the whole series.
They was saying Kevin Kool-Aid had a bad series or
Yeah.
whatever, but I didn't know he went 1 for 11.
1
though.
for 11 or 7 from 3.
Oh shit!
The next game, he scored a couple points, but he still had he was probably 2 of 9.
Yeah, A Bugs is talking about we need you to hoop. You know, A Bugs telling you that, then yeah.
Hey man, if you
It'd be
enjoyed
fun
this
tournament though.
it'd be fun. Eventually y'all gonna have to take my ring away because I'm undefeated.
Go subscribe to Pee Wee the Gamer.
I'm undefeated too. I'm 2-0.
I got
You 2-0 too?
50,000
Yeah.
subs
If
on
you're
Twitter.
ever interested in running pickup games,
No. See
in
how
my
you about to
Discord and on my
broadcast this.
Twitch,
I actually want them to do this.
I'm a comment on this video on my Discord. Y'all can click it because I don't got the link on me.
I'm gonna
Subscribe to
delete
Pee Wee the Gamer.
You
I
gonna
got
delete it.
50,000 followers on Twitter. If everybody give me $1, I'll go buy a Rolex.
it. I be thinking about stuff
is
like that
kind of a
very
crazy
often.
thing.
Like if I could convince half of the people that watch my videos to donate $1, I'd be up. That's a brand new house. Leave a like, subscribe, go over to our TikTok page, follow us over there, YouTube. Obviously, you're here. Instagram.
Instagram been busting.
We everywhere, baby. Go follow the show and tell a friend to tell a friend. We were talking about it before the episode started. That a lot of people from through the wire
are commenting on an old
Yes.
video.
and don't know that we're over here now, which is expected. But let your friends know the
One
numbers
of
on
the
the board is
comments
here.
on it was like, this dude was like, I thought this was a prank, so I haven't watched this video in like a month. Now I don't know where you guys are.
We should go to that YouTube channel, that episode, and comment.
I was
This is
thinking
us
that.
now.
I was thinking
And
that.
everybody go like that, so it could be the #1 top comment for people that go back to
think
it.
that they'll delete it.
Only time will know. Only time will tell.
True.
All right, we'll see y'all in a couple days. Peace.